Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The ultimate Bon Jovi tribute band, Slippery When Wet.
It's my life, it's now or never.
Live, one night only, at the Bob Martin Ag Center in Williamston. Saturday, January 15th. Advance tickets just $25. But for one day only, Friday, November 26th, a Black Friday flash ticket sale for only $20. Get your tickets at innovativeticketing.com. Slippery When Wet, the Bon Jovi cover band. Saturday, January 15th, at the Bob Martin Ag Center in Williamston. $20 advance tickets Black Friday at innovativeticketing.com.
Football is back at Familia. Enjoy Familia's Sunday brunch featuring shrimp and grits, made-to-order omelets, French toast, and more. Feed the family with Familia's pizza special of buy one, get the second one half off every Sunday. Whiskey drinkers, be sure to make your reservation now for Familia's whiskey tasting this month. That includes 5 whiskey samples and 5 small plates for $50. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and this is a Pirate.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome into a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. It's basketball night in Greenville, North Carolina. We'll talk some Pirate hoops today and a whole lot more here on the program on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250 and 930 online, pr927fm.com. And, of course, watch our program on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Be a part of the show. Drop a comment, question, whatever you'd like us to chat about on this Tuesday, and we will get to it because it is a busy time in the sports world, not just with what's happening on the field, but, of course, what's happening with the coaching carousel, transfer portal, and everything in between. So we'll keep you up to date on the latest here on Pirate Radio Live. Coming up on today's program, we will talk Pirate Hoops with Seymour, color analyst on ESPN Plus home games for the Pirates. So he'll be on the call tonight when East Carolina plays Old Dominion, kind of a rare double dip with the Monarchs non-conference. The Pirates met them in Myrtle Beach and knocked them off by 13. They play them tonight in Minges Coliseum. We'll preview that one with Cy coming up at around 3:25. At 4 o'clock. A couple of interviews in the Players Lounge we didn't get to on Monday. Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens came by the Pirate Radio studios. You will hear that conversation with those guys. And Bruce kind of reflecting on his final home game, his final year here at East Carolina, and looking forward to a bowl. And Xavier talking about his season as well. So we'll get to that at around 4 o'clock. The big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, will give his thoughts on East Carolina Old Dominion. Really good night of college hoops. You got the ACC Big Ten Challenge and more going on, and we'll dive into some conference championship games as well in football, which begin on Friday. So big man joins us in the 4 o'clock hour. Stephen Igoe, Hoist the Colors, joins us at 5 o'clock. A lot to talk about with Igoe, with the coaching stuff, with players, with John Gilbert. He had a interview with John Gilbert on the Hoist the Colors podcast. We'll talk to John Gilbert on this show coming up Thursday at 5 o'clock. But Stephen Igoe was able to talk to him on the Hoist the Colors podcast, and we'll go over some of those news and notes that came out of that, including Igoe's question about, has the school reached out to Vince McMahon? And that was a good question because it's always brought up, and John Gilbert had the answer. So we'll talk about that with Igoe, make some picks and some other nonsense coming up at 5 o'clock. We got Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt producing today's program. Hello.
I wonder if how Corey Glore is transitioning into basketball season since the Green Wave are not going bowling.
Hopefully well.
No.
He's doing well.
Hello.
Good to see you fine folks. I tell you what, we'll start with the coaching carousel. Chandler, do you think Mike Houston will go to Virginia Tech?
No.
Why not?
Because it looks like they might have a guy.
I don't want to pry. But
They know a guy.
I saw your tweet.
They got a guy.
They got a guy named Pry.
I just see the frustration on your face when you said, I saw your tweet. How much do you roll your eyes when I either A, talk, or B, tweet?
Well, I was enjoying it last night. I kind of got irritated a little bit, but it was great to see positive clip back on Twitter yesterday.
We'll get to that in a moment. Virginia Tech has brought in Penn State defensive coordinator Brent Pry. He's going to try to pry open some winning ways in Blacksburg.
Oh, hold on just a moment, please.
I'm sorry.
Hold, please.
What am I supposed to do? I don't know who the hell Brent Pry is. I got to say something.
Who the hell is that?
This is a nothing burger.
This is a nothing burger.
Sorry, that was yesterday's show. So good news there, Pirate fans. If you were worried about Mike Houston heading to Virginia Tech, there are still several openings out there in the college coaching world. How about the big news yesterday after we got off the air about LSU's next head coach? And I'm going to try to get Matt Trent on the show, formerly of WCTI 12. He now works in Baton Rouge for a TV station. And we're going to try to get him on tomorrow. And that is when the press conference will be, welcoming in Brian Kelly.
Crazy.
Now, Brian Kelly's name wasn't out there anywhere. As far as what I saw, and why would it be? He's the head coach at Notre Dame.
11-1. They're looking.
They have an outside shot at making the college football playoff. They're looking
out from the outside into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I mean, what if this team actually finds a way into the playoff and they're Brian Kelly-less?
Yeah.
Like there's no Brian Kelly on the sideline.
That is weird. Looking forward to. I don't know. Maybe he probably won't say much of anything at his press conference other than the normal rah-rah stuff. But why leave Notre Dame for LSU? I don't know the money situation there. I can't imagine that. And Troy said yesterday LSU probably could pony up more than Notre Dame. But, man, that is
$95 million, I think I saw.
He is the winningest coach in program history there at Notre Dame. And will take over in Baton Rouge as Ed Orgeron out there. So that was a shocker. The Lincoln Riley deal, that was a shocker too, because he had been connected to LSU and not necessarily to USC. So a couple of surprises here. And it just opens up. Now Notre Dame has a spot to fill. Now, Shirley, I don't know what you were looking at. It could have been a random Joe. It could have been a viable source, but what name did you see attached to Notre Dame earlier? Oh, you forgot it? I remember it. It can't be right, though.
I saw Urban Meyer.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. Which Urban Meyer, Shirley, you told me earlier today you saw Adam Gase's name.
No. That sources say that he was willing to listen.
Okay, well, that's funny, too.
And I was like, there's no way Notre Dame would even sniff in his direction.
No. Oh, so he did a... I'm here.
I'm willing to listen to what you have to say. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Go back into the little hole you dug yourself into and stay there.
I think he should go back to Miami.
No.
So I got a buddy who is a big Notre Dame fan, and he was wanting their defensive coordinator Marcus Freeman to become the next head coach. So,
the problem is
promote from within. But I'm seeing
Freeman might go with Kelly,
and also Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator, former quarterback.
Tommy Rees, I remember him.
Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator, at Notre Dame right now, but he could be heading to Baton Rouge with Brian Kelly, along with Marcus Freeman, the defensive coordinator, and Marcus Freeman was the defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bearcats, I believe, a year or two ago.
Look at you.
He also my buddy, Notre Dame fan, he said he wouldn't mind Luke Fickell. But now, how weird would that be? Back-to-back coaches coming from Cincinnati.
Good point. Fickell is a Midwest guy. The thought is like his dream job would be Ohio State, which is not opening up anytime soon unless Ryan Day decides to go elsewhere. Maybe Day goes to Notre Dame and then Fickell goes to Ohio State. There's some dominoes for you.
This is fun.
We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but I wonder how many of these schools have reached out or looked into Fickell. Is Fickell too focused on what's happening now, and maybe that's why he's sticking? But we've seen coaches
the complete opposite of Brian Kelly.
I don't know. I haven't heard his name mentioned a lot with these jobs. Then again, I'd never thought Brian Kelly to LSU, and I didn't think Lincoln Riley to USC. So we could wake up tomorrow and see Fickell to Notre Dame as a done deal. You never know.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if it did, just simply because look at the run of success he's had at Cincinnati. If he takes the job at Notre Dame, the ceiling is a lot higher in terms of making it to the college football playoffs. Look how hard it's been for Cincinnati to even be included into the college football playoffs. 2
perfect regular seasons, and there's still.
I mean, what more can you do?
A guarantee in this year, although it looks like if you had to bet, you would take Cincinnati making it at this point.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
Jonathan, you know what? I should appreciate this. He says it's Fickell to consider the Notre Dame job.
Oh wow!
Hold, please.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to say bad, dumb jokes, the people should be able to as well. Good job, Jonathan.
Okay.
Carry on, Shirley.
Oh no, I was just going to say. I mean, what more can you do at Cincinnati? I mean, what reason would you have to stay unless you thoroughly enjoy where you are?
They're going to the Big 12.
Well,
it's the Big 12.
Yeah, they're going to the Big 12, but that doesn't guarantee that they're going to be able to get into the college football playoffs again.
There are no guarantees in life, Shirley.
You're absolutely right.
Here's one for you, Chandler. Jonathan says Matt Rule could be.
I saw that comment from Jonathan, and I'd say, take him. Take them.
Well, see, you're looking at it from the Matt Rule stinks with the Panthers right now, but you also said yesterday
he's a great college football coach.
That it would make sense for him to go to Oklahoma or to go, in this case, to Notre Dame, and do what he did at Temple, do what he did at Baylor, and do what he does best, and that appears to be coaching college football.
Yeah, and what he's been known for is rebuilding programs, and he wouldn't have to do that at Notre Dame. He wouldn't have to do that at Oklahoma.
Right.
So I wonder how weird that would be to kind of be handed a successful football program like Oklahoma or Notre Dame. I think I could see him more as the Oklahoma head coach than Notre Dame. But, finish out the years in the Big 12 and move to the SEC. With Oklahoma, I don't know. We'll see. This coaching carousel, I think, is just getting started. I think it's when it comes to interesting moves and stuff like that.
Well, as long as big jobs are out there, then yeah. And Notre Dame is one of the top. Although, what did we say yesterday? One man's trash, another man's treasure. Every job could be looked at as a stepping stone, and Notre Dame in this case is a stepping stone to get to LSU.
Yeah.
How nuts is that?
It is crazy. To go from 11-1 as the head football coach to go to a program that just finished 6-6 is it just makes me scratch my head. I mean, yeah, the money's right, I guess, and I mean, but Notre Dame to be sure they have enough to match that.
I would think so, but I guess look, maybe it's like. This is like college. This is like our video game college football game more than we think. We play the dynasty mode. We win a championship. We got a top recruiting class, but you know what? We're kind of bored. We want something new.
Is it good that Matt Rule is trending on Twitter?
I think that's good for you. That can only mean good things for you.
I wish him success, and it would be bad for me to wish him to be the Carolina Panther head coach going forward, because that means I would want him to fail, because he's going to fail as an NFL coach.
Right.
So I want him to succeed. He needs to go back to college, and succeed there.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I know what it's like to not want your pro football coach. I've had several of those in my lifetime.
But I wish him well. And I want him to succeed.
Okay, we got it. You want Matt Rule to succeed. And to do that, he needs to leave the Panthers.
To get the hell out of here.
And succeed. It's like a tough love. Right. It's time you go out there.
Joe Dooley has had to do it for a few athletes of his. Joe Dooley.
Joe Dooley?
Yeah.
Joe Dooley?
He said, hey, look, kid. Look, if you stay here, you're not going to get playing time. Go somewhere, and I'll give you a good recommendation to go somewhere and be a star, to be a starter. And succeed.
Give me an example.
Get the hell out of here and succeed.
All right. Coaching Carousel rolls on. We'll probably have more news for you before we leave this program at 6 o'clock on this Tuesday, because, again, this thing moves very quickly. So I think that's it for that. Redbeard says this is the first time a coach has left Notre Dame for another college. So I guess what? They've either been fired, maybe gone to the pros.
I think they said it was 1907 was the last time a coach had left for another college. And he went to Wisconsin, because I was actually looking that up.
So what did Holtz do? What was his timeline?
I don't know.
Lou Holtz, Notre Dame, 96. And then I guess he just, retired and then went to South Carolina? After Notre Dame?
I don't know. Unless
he did the whole boxer thing. He retired and then came out of retirement to go to South Carolina, where he did not do very well. All right, there is your coaching carousel update. Where does Mike Houston fall into this? Well, he did say on his radio show last night, and Igoe had talked about this with John Gilbert, that he is working to get an extension and a new contract to keep him here in Greenville, and I think that is a good thing. Maybe we should bring Ellerby in to talk about contracts and extensions. He has a lot to say about that. But now would be a pretty rough time to lose Mike Houston with what he's built over the last 3 seasons, and you finally start to see the winning ways this year. And it would be tough to lose him, but you got him back next year and this stable of players. And I heard him say last night just how young this roster and this team is. It certainly does feel like they're building towards something. And look, we talked about it yesterday. East Carolina should be ranked, if Cincinnati and Houston are in the league, East Carolina should be, with Dylan Gabriel even, like preseason 3rd next year if everybody returns, right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
why not?
Maybe you put UCF ahead of them just because of history, but I don't think you put SMU ahead of them. I don't think you put Central Florida ahead of them. I think East Carolina is going to be 3rd going into the season next year in the American. And then if they have another good year and Houston and Cincinnati bolt, like East Carolina could be set up to be the best team on paper in the American. That is a pretty big rise in Mike Houston's tenure for what he's been able to do. So we certainly want to keep him around here and keep the winning going. All right, let's see what Facebook Live's talking about.
What do you talk about, Facebook Live?
Pirate Radio says, I used that joke last week on PRL.
Who's Pirate Radio 1250 and 930?
If someone's taking credit for a bad joke,
It's not me.
I'm going to assume that's Troy D. Speaking for Pirate Radio.
Okay, hold please. Okay.
I said that first.
Troy is a big I said that first guy. Could you please post as your name and not speak for the entire radio station?
Be quiet, please.
Thank you, Malcolm. Sometimes you got to let them know. Robert out of left field saying, and just like that, Cam looks down at the bench.
Heard that yesterday.
Says, I'm back.
I heard that
We
yesterday.
already said that yesterday, too.
We already said that joke.
Troy's going to comment on here and say, I said that yesterday, because he did. Troy's the one that said that meme. So Troy's about to say, I said that first again.
Hey, look, I'm going to put this out there. If East Carolina beats Memphis and Navy, they're going to beat Cincinnati. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
I already said that last week. All right, anyway.
I don't like cocky clip.
Hey, we got a new...
oh, my God.
When I start ranting and raving, now, Chandler, you don't even have to speak.
I don't like cocky clip.
Well, get used to it, pal.
Cocky clip.
Because I'm here to stay. Because all my teams win except the Hornets. They
lost last night.
2 in a row?
2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Saturday to the worst team in the NBA.
Jonathan says he did not mean to steal Troy's thunder. You know what?
Hey, look. The
It
thunder
happens,
rolls.
bro. Thunder is stole.
Just assume that if you use a joke or a phrase or any sentence that Troy has said it before
It
you.
potentially was said first by Troy D.
Yeah, there's a good chance that Troy said it first. If not, he thought about it in his head. So, and all that.
Yeah, that's right. He's all about thoughts and feelings this year.
He needs to get those patented. So when people use those jokes and phrases,
sue him.
He could sue them.
Yeah.
Take them to the bank, baby. All right, it is championship week. Chandler, what game are you looking forward to the most? You got.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Tell me 3 things.
Okay.
1.
All right. Pittsburgh, Wake Forest. First of all, because and I'm not saying that's my favorite.
Get your thoughts straight.
Championship week. I just think it's great to not see Clemson in the ACC championship for the first time in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Really excited to see what Wake Forest can do against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's really good. Their quarterback Pickett is a really good quarterback. I did take Syracuse plus 12.5 over the weekend, thinking that they could do something at home. Pittsburgh is just too good, and their defense is really good as well. But Wake Forest is a very exciting. They plummeted BC over the weekend, and State fans with that wild win on Friday night against the Tar Heels.
Wild win.
They needed BC to beat Wake Forest. I really didn't think that was going to happen, and it surely did not happen. Wake Forest throttled BC. So I'm really excited about the ACC championship. We have Baylor, and in the Big 12 championship, we have Baylor and Michigan. Who do we have? Who do we have in the Big 12?
Well, first of all, Michigan or Michigan State, they did not get the Big 12 invite. They're still in the Big 10. Oklahoma State.
Big 10.
Chandler.
No, Big 12. Big 12.
Chandler.
No, let me get my thoughts together.
All right. Let's do an on-air timeout. We're not going to take a break,
No.
Charlie.
All right,
but just a quick break from the show.
All right, so Baylor, Oklahoma State. Big win for Oklahoma State over Oklahoma over the weekend. I talked about it yesterday about how great of a college football Saturday it was. Oklahoma State and Oklahoma was one of those football games. Excited about that one.
Okay, all right. Can I just interject for a moment? Is it weird that Pittsburgh has a quarterback named Pickett, which is not a great name for a quarterback? And they also had the kicker named Blewett.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
How crazy is that? Do they have a receiver named, Michael Droppett? Or a middle linebacker named Harold Mistum?
Have you been thinking about this ever since I mentioned Pittsburgh?
Yes, I've had my hand raised the whole time, and then you started going on about how Michigan was in the Big 12.
And the Big 12!
And I had this great point to make about Blewett and Pickett, which Troy D's probably already said.
He already said that. He already said it.
And now I'm too late because you just kept going on and on.
No, but that's a good point. They did have a kicker named
I'm
Blewett.
a good pointer.
You point things out really well.
I'm a good pointer.
Yes.
Chandler,
you point things out like no one I've ever seen.
I like that you went a little tad off the path here that we had set up, and instead of jumping to Georgia, Alabama, you went to those games.
Nah.
What are the rankings going to look like tonight? Michigan's in with Cincinnati, and Alabama won, so they're still in. But it matters.
I
like
think Alabama should still be out.
Why?
Barely beating a 6-5 Auburn.
Yeah, they won on the road in a rivalry game. Come on.
Which, by the way, speaking of Alabama and Auburn, 8 years ago today was the kick six.
What a moment.
How many years?
8 years ago.
Wow.
We are getting old.
Wow.
Yep.
How about that? So, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Cincinnati. That was the 4 last week. Ohio State drops. Does Cincinnati go all the way to 2? It doesn't matter if you're 2 or 3. So, I'm going to say Georgia 1, Cincinnati 2, Alabama 3, Michigan 4, and then
Oklahoma State 5.
Oklahoma State ahead of Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Okay. Georgia beats Alabama. So, it'll be Georgia 1, Cincinnati / Michigan 2-3. That would be the matchup. And then Oklahoma State. All right. How about this, Chandler? Georgia beats Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor beats Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Michigan beats Iowa. That's fine. So, Georgia 1, Cincinnati 2, Michigan 3, Notre Dame 4. Brian Kelly, LSU. I mean, that's a real. What? But they got Baylor at 8 last week.
Yeah.
Wow, they really like 9-2 Baylor, which I guess is 10-2 now.
Ole Miss is 9-2.
So would Baylor be able to jump Notre Dame, who is idle? Like, they're done. They're in the clubhouse. I want Notre Dame to get in now. They're
just going to lose like they do every year.
Just so Brian Kelly can't coach, and just how awkward that is.
Yeah.
That they're in there, and he's down in Baton Rouge.
Playing a college football playoff game with an interim head coach.
What are we doing?
Crazy.
What are we doing? Now, for that to happen, you would need...
Did he have to take the job right away? Could he have not said, hey, the job is mine, but can I coach
Well,
the playoff?
you know, maybe they said, well, yeah, you need to go and get in there, win those recruiting battles with the early signing period now.
I mean, he's competing with the lot down there.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway.
I mean, things can unfold very strangely in this next week, depending on how these championship games go. So... yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
Let's move on. We have to because, look, it's the last day of November.
I mean, the playoffs are basically starting.
We got to talk about the NFL playoff picture.
I wonder why.
Because we're getting down to crunch time. And the teams that are in it now will probably be the teams that are in it once the playoffs begin. So we have to talk about it right now. In the AFC, Baltimore would get the bye. It would be the Patriots taking on the Chargers. That's a good game. Touchdown Titans versus the Bills. Love it. And the Chiefs and Bengals. All right, I'm down with that. In the NFC, the Cardinals would have a bye. You would have the Buccaneers taking on the Niners, the Cowboys and the Rams, and the Green Bay Packers hosting the Washington football team.
I don't like cocky clip.
Well, get used to it because the Washington football team has won 3 in a row, riding high. Extremely boring game last night. And you know what? I guess this is what you and Tony and everybody told me. This is Ron Rivera football. Pound it, play defense, do weird stuff, lose a kicker, have to go for it on 4th downs, and get out of there with a win against Seattle to win 3 straight. If they could somehow beat the next week, it would set up a really, really fun one at home against Dallas the following week.
They're back.
I just want one
more win. Back.
I just want to beat the Raiders and get 4 in a row just to have the setup and the crowd and talking like Chris Farley now.
Yeah.
Doing this thing.
Living in a van down by the river.
But to have Dallas at home in a game that matters in December, dude. God, that'd be
meaningful football in December. We've seen it in November with ECU football, and now you get to watch the football team with meaningful football, and he is Cocky Clip.
Hey.
I don't like Cocky Clip.
I think you do. I think I'm going to change your mind on that.
Hey, and guess what?
What?
We might
chicken butt.
We might potentially have a watch along coming up.
Back in Lambeau with the Packers.
Oh dear, my least favorite down, Tony.
Favorite down.
This is from the watch along.
A Star Wars born.
Worst favorite. Heineke, the hero. The hero. He got in. He's a hero. He got in.
That it was either somebody being murdered or Taylor Heineke running in a touchdown in the super wild card weekend against the Buccaneers, which will have another super wild card weekend. Although I think this year, aren't they doing like a Monday night playoff game?
I don't know. Because
You're not following the playoffs picture, Chandler?
Why would I? Why would I?
Why wouldn't you?
I was last week.
ESPN, hey, it's week to week. Like next week, I might not be following the playoff picture. ESPN to broadcast Super Wild Card Weekend's Monday night game for the next 5 years. So, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm
going to guarantee something right now. The Panthers will not lose this week.
Well, that ain't edge.
They will not lose.
All right, good for you. Nobody cares about the Panthers. It's all about the team, buddy.
Cocky Clip.
The team, Chandler.
I don't like Cocky Clip.
Superman is dead. We killed him.
Superman's dead. Superman's got that song that's stuck in my head, man.
The Pirates are 5.5-point favorites tonight at home against Old Dominion. We'll talk about it with Seymour when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Victory Tuesday. Something else we got to do, Shirley.
Oh, yes.
We got to start talking treasure chest.
Why,
treasure
yes.
Chest.
And once again, our treasure chest is filled
with goodies.
Would you say to the brim?
To the absolute brim with awesome prizes.
Thank you for that extremely long sentence.
I was trying to make a joke, and then it, like as soon as I was getting ready to say it, I was like, may not be appropriate. Skip that. Go to the next one.
Nice self-edit. If you look at your calendars, everybody pull out your calendars. I'll give you a moment.
Discuss amongst yourselves.
All right, you got
your
calendar open. I want you to flip the page because tomorrow is December 1st. Circle that date.
Can you believe it? Can you believe that it's already December?
Can you imagine?
You know what? I just kind of broke it down in my head, and I can believe that tomorrow is December 1st.
30 days beginning tomorrow.
Good for you.
Till the end. You know what? Shut up. Till the end of the year.
We will open up the treasure chest beginning Wednesday, December 1st, and today we'll run over some of the prizes that you can win in this year's treasure chest. So that's exciting. Also, Seymour's coming up next. That's exciting.
That's very exciting.
We have an exciting program left for you here on Pirate Radio Live. We got more after this.
Emporium presents A Very Beer Christmas.
'Tis the season to be drinking. Fa la 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 la.
Give the gift of beer this holiday season. Emporium is offering a special 12 Beers of Christmas box. 12 Beers of Christmas is a specially curated 12-pack of beers from different breweries. The 12 Beers of Christmas will have many styles and lots are limited release. One beer for each day up to Christmas. Stop by Emporium today on Dickinson Avenue and also on Facebook and Instagram.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality, direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest, up to 48 months, and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Come pop a top this ECU football season at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Hosting a tailgate? Stop by the shop and grab a keg for your party or event. The Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring rotating NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday, or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Gloria, what is cryotherapy?
Cryotherapy is when your body is exposed to extremely cold but therapeutic temperatures for several minutes. It has many benefits, including decreased pain, decreased inflammation, increased energy, and improved overall wellness. That's why at Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we offer a wide variety of services, including cryotherapy. So whether you're an athlete or whether you just want to give your health a boost, cryotherapy will help to ensure that you're feeling great and living well. So come chill with us and you'll be back for more.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They thank you for your continued support and trust during these trying times. Many services can be done remotely and free pickup and delivery is available. As a Dell business partner and Apple authorized service provider, you can count on University PC Care for all your personal and business tech support needs. To make a remote appointment or to bring in your device for service at their Greenville or New Bern locations, call 558-1280 or go online at universitypccare.com.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? Well, CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All righty, Steve Hill's calling his treasure chest shot this year. Others are ready to go as we'll open it up for the first time coming up on Wednesday. We'll begin 40 bowls in 14 days on Monday. And we'll break down.
You make that decision. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to break down all the bowl games. Now that the Pirates are back in it, it's even more exciting. So
yeah, it's even more fun.
I'm ready to talk bowl season. And Jeff Nadu coming up in hour 2, also very excited for bowl season. So we'll break it all down with him, Wager McGee, and others. And we'll really dive into bowl season this year on Pirate Radio Live. Let's get excited.
I'm looking
about
forward to it. I also would like to know what the Military Bowl swag is going to be this year.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for that information to come out.
I think a bazooka.
Maybe a few grenades.
Like a ruck pack.
I will say this, though, today, speaking of the military, of course, there's the annual Army-Navy game, and Navy revealed the uniforms that they're going to wear, and they are freaking sweet.
Let me check out those.
They did like a video, still in the water, firepower in the sky is what they were going to go with, but they are sweet looking.
The star on the helmet looks pretty awesome.
And some of the helmets it looks like they have fighter jets airbrushed onto the helmets. If you haven't seen it yet, go to Navy Football's Twitter account. They have like a little 2-minute video that they did, and it is sweet.
They got a player running on a runway, hanging out on a aircraft carrier.
Yeah, it is just cool.
And I say a player; he's also a member of the Navy Academy, Naval Academy.
Yeah, so. But I'm looking forward to that game too. Even though Navy hasn't,
next weekend.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, I'm looking forward to Section 213 rocking tonight. It's going to be a madhouse, Chandler, as we'll be in Minges Coliseum watching the Pirates take on Old Dominion for the second time this year. Seymour will be there courtside on the call with ESPN Plus, and he joins us now on the Fixed NC Live line. How you doing today, man?
Good, Cliff. How are you? Everything going well?
Everything's going well, and I know you're busy this time of year. I know you're wrapped up in basketball, so I do want to inform you, just in case you weren't aware, the Dallas Cowboys lost last week, and also the Washington football team won. And if the playoffs started today, our Washington football team would be in those playoffs. So I don't know how much you're keeping up with it. I just want to inform you on that.
Well, I would think when Detroit and Dallas play on Thanksgiving Day, they usually lose. They're very similar program. Detroit.
I like that you're putting Dallas in the category with the lowly Lions. I like that side. But man, I got to tell you, and this can be said for ECU football, for anything. But man, I've given up on Washington, hundreds of times in my football watching life, and I gave up on them this year, But man, they've reeled off 3 in a row. And Ron Rivera, when he was at Carolina, every time his seat would get a little warm, he'd start reeling off wins, and it looks like that's what he's doing in Washington right now.
And he's doing it really with a quarterback that has just done above what he should do. I mean, give credit to really the football team. They've done a nice job, and it's just solid. Now, I still think Dallas has the best team in the division.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness, it's crazy where Washington is right now. It's a credit to that coaching staff and getting the most out of what he has, and so it's kind of neat that they're doing that well, really.
Yeah.
Honest with you.
Played some bully ball last night, got the win over Seattle on Monday Night Football. Let's talk Pirate Hoops, and East Carolina coming off the win over Coppin State, and it took all 40 minutes to do it. Tristan Newton at the buzzer to get East Carolina that win on Saturday. And let's talk about that play side. Tristan Newton, it appears to be his team right now for East Carolina. But what did you think about that last possession? Would you rather see something drawn up, more ball movement, or do you want to see the guy who says, this is my team, this is my game, I'm going to take over? Do you want to see the ball in his hands and him take that last shot? What did you think about Newton's game winner the other day?
This is never has changed with my philosophy. A lot of people will go in and say to you, those coaches at the end win games. No, they don't. I got news for them. Joe Montana wins games. Michael Jordan wins games. Great players win great games at the end. We get them there. Coaches like Dean Smith, he's a great coach, but he had Michael Jordan. In San Francisco, they had Montana. Guess who Brady, the Patriots had? They had Brady. Now, don't get me wrong, those guys are good coaches, but great players at the end have to make great plays. Tristan Newton is who you want to have the ball for ECU at the end of a game. It was a physical game. The officials, both sides, let him play. He fought through it, got through traffic, and made that shot. I can't think of a better player to have it in his hands. In fact, if I'm playing against them, if I'm playing against ECU, I'm saying as soon as Newton gets it, you double him and make him throw it to someone else. You double him and make it go to somewhere else and then deny it back to him. That's how much I think about Tristan. When the heat's on, he's tough. And we, thank goodness we have a guy that when the game is on the line, he wants that basketball. So I think it was right. I think he knew he could take it, and he did what he had to do. So give him credit. But I think that's how it works at the end of ball games. Great players take over. That's just the way it is. And so give him credit.
And, he's not going to make every one of them sigh, but I've heard you and Jeff say this, and it's apparent when you watch Tristan Newton play. He just seems cool as a cucumber. He almost seems like he doesn't care. I know he does, but he's so kind of laid back on the court. I just don't know if there's ever a moment too big for him where he's going to, worry about it.
No, he doesn't. And the thing is, he's tall enough and long enough and physical enough that he can take the banging and get it up over him.
Yeah.
Somehow he does it. And so have a guy, if you're Joe Dooley, that says, I'll take it. I'll take it from right here, or I'll pull up, but I'll take it. And Joe didn't take, you just go with it. And it was smart. But, hey, give credit to Coppin State. I try to tell people, they had a hard team to guard. They got quick guards that can finish. They had a 6'7" wing that could play, and they're hard to match up with. And what they did, I'll tell you this. Juan Dixon was in the gym at 5 o'clock. I walk in, he's in there shooting by himself. He's in the gym.
Yeah.
So I go over to him and I said, Coach, I watched 2 of your game films, and plus, I used to work Lefty's camp up at Maryland. It's a great place to work. Congratulations on what you did at Maryland. And I'll have to tell you, I thought your team got taken at the 2 games that I've seen. They lost to DePaul, and it looks like a 16-point game. It was a 1-point game at the half. And they had 3 technical fouls on his bench in the second half. And they lose by 15 or 16. He got taken. I saw the whole game. And then another game he won. He lost by 1. I mean, he's played well. And he told me, he looked at me straight in the face. He said, "It's really hard on the road." He said, "But we're going to take it to you guys today and see how it falls out too." That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. So give them credit. And yet, even at the end, 5 years when you look at it, they're still 1-8, and we won. ECU won.
Yeah,
it's a very difficult thing to play on. And listen, it wasn't badly called either way. They just let them play rough both teams, and ECU came out on top.
Seymour joining us today on the Fixed NC Live line. Tristan Newton, the game winner, played 39 minutes. I've always been a Brandon Suggs guy, Si. 25 points for Brandon. He's a stat sheet stuffer. The rebound assist number's kind of down. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He did have 3 blocks, but he was scoring on Saturday. And, man, if you can get that from Brandon Suggs, East Carolina's going to win a lot of games.
Well, it's a good game for Brandon because he's that size. He can go in and finish against their smaller guys. It's a hard game for ECU's bigs and DeBow because there's nobody that you look up there guarding 6'6" guys. It's hard. So what did Joe do? He went small, matched up with them, and he won the basketball game. But it's really difficult. You're right. But Brandon Suggs had a great game, had a tremendous game, and that's what you have to have out of Brandon. Big time for the guy that's been there 3 years, stepping up the way he needs to.
Yes, I was unavailable to get to Minji's, and I followed the end of the game, but looking at the box score, 8 minutes for DeBow, 7 minutes for Frink. Brandon Johnson started and had 19 rebounds to go with 6 points. So Joe Dooley went matchups, I guess, on Saturday against Coppin State. Just because we saw these numbers this game doesn't mean that we're going to see these numbers every game as far as minutes go, right? This was more of a matchup deal?
And listen, be thankful that ECU has that ability.
Yeah.
They can go smaller or they can go big, and they came through. So that's what Coach Dooley's doing is he's matching up, trying to figure out what will work, and it can look bad, but he's right in the thick of it. Tonight is going to be a different kind of game. This is a very good team coming in. Their record doesn't show it, but I can tell you, and we'll go over them in a minute. That's a good basketball team that Old Dominion always has been. The other thing that I like is Felton. Felton again stepped up too. The young freshman from South Carolina. Hey, he was skying. He had a great game.
Well, I think I told you, Si, I was looking forward to seeing him in the layup line, and the last home game I went to, he's doing between the legs dunks before the game.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see him on a breakaway during a game.
Oh my gosh, it'll be dangerous. He had 2 rebounds that he got above anyone in the gym. I mean, it was crazy. And he's going to be an exciting player at East Carolina.
Pirates hit the 3 last time they played against Old Dominion. They were 8 of 16, so 50%. You'll take that. J.J. Miles had 3 of them. Felton actually hit 2 threes in the win over Old Dominion earlier this year. The Pirates were able to get a lead and hold a lead in that game. Pirates were up double digits at the half side. Old Dominion made a run, but I don't think they ever got within 5 points. And basketball is a game of runs, and you kind of expected Old Dominion to come back and tie, maybe get a lead. But credit to the Pirates that night in Myrtle Beach. They were able to hold off Old Dominion and really control the game wire to wire.
Yeah, they really did, and make no bones about it. The players, when you look at that team, I'm just telling you, this is not a fluke ball club. They are very talented. They can do a lot of things. The problem is Jeff Jones is out. He's sick, and I don't know if he'll be there tonight. But to give you an example, Charles Smith is 6'5". He's a swing. He's a 4-star recruit that was at SMU. He was the player of the year in Atlanta. He was a top 50 recruit, and he was rated the 31st best wingman in the country when he was recruited. And he transferred in the portal to Old Dominion. He'll be number 15 tonight, Charles Smith. That's the kind of kid. Now, don't let me stop there. Their leading scorer, you got to understand, C.J. Kaiser, Wichita State, one of the top 20 shooting guards by ESPN when he was recruited. He's 6'3", and he can play. Their big man inside is Zipke.
Yeah, he hurt the Pirates. Yeah.
Oh, and listen, he is 6'8". He had 22 against Charlotte last year. He is the 7th-ranked player when he was recruited out of high school in the state of Georgia. That kid is a monster.
Yeah.
He's a player. And then I like Hunter, and I like Long. So this team coming in is a good team. You better bring your A game to beat the Monarchs. And I was trying to think, Clip, if we beat them again, I don't know if I can ever recall beating Old Dominion twice in one season.
And you used to have 2 cracks at them every year, right?
That's right. I don't recall it. I really don't remember, and I'm going to get Chip to look at it and see. But I don't recall ever in calling games in these last 23 years, and we were in the CAA. I don't ever recall. We were lucky to split with them. That's how good they were.
Si, I was joking with Jeff, and you brought up your chat with Juan Dixon, and if Jeff Jones is out tonight, Bryant Stith, I guess, will be filling in as coach. And, of course, we've seen Justin Gray on the sidelines, Penny Hardaway coming up later. We could put together quite an all-star team with guys. Bryant Stith was awesome back in his Virginia days. I remember. I guess it means I'm just getting old now that I know all these names and coaches, but we got some great players who are on the sidelines coaching these teams.
No doubt about it. I'm telling you, Brian Stith was one of the great players.
Yeah.
And both his daughters run track at East Carolina.
Yeah, and Brandon was here for, a year or two, Si, before transferring out.
Before a year and then transferred out. Yeah, I think he's here with Jeff. Jeff Lieberman, I think. But anyway, yeah, but Brian Stith was one of the great all-time players in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And just a remarkable talent in a league that is very, very is deep and tremendous. So yeah, and so he'll probably if Jeff Jones is not able to coach, he will be here tonight and he'll be the head coach.
Si Seymour joining us. He'll be on the color analysis tonight on ESPN Plus, so you can watch and listen to Si. Si, how's that going for you so far? How do you like your new duties? Any different other than not being with Jeff, of course?
Well, I always loved Jeff. I mean, but the thing is. It is a good thing to do. I'm on that court, and I love basketball, and I love ECU basketball, and I'm trying to promote, and that's what I do. And we'll continue to do that. And like working with Patrick, he's a lot of fun. He loves ECU, and he loves basketball. So it's a great opportunity, and we get to see some faces or get in front of people. Just another avenue for people to watch a ball game of ECU.
Yes, sir.
So anytime. Whatever it'll be. Do I miss Jeff? Sure I do. And Mike's doing a great job over there, tickled to death. He's working with the best in Jeff Charles, but I enjoy what I'm doing. It works better for me to be able to do that.
Pirates have an interesting stretch here as they wrap up the non-conference season. Old Dominion at home, Gardner-Webb at home, North Carolina A&T at home, and then they'll go out to Charlotte, a great day of basketball, And that's an early tip-off time, a 1:30 tip-off time on December 17th against Liberty, and they'll play their finale in the non-conference schedule against Southern Miss, which I like that game, Si. I wish we could see them back on the football field again, but I like that ECU Southern Miss basketball game. But I like the wrap-up here to this non-conference schedule. You got some good opponents.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Southern Miss is Southern Miss. We know what Liberty's been doing with their basketball program. These are difficult contests, and of course, we know that Gardner Webb will come in well coached. I mean, their coach is a guy that we know that used to coach with us. So that's another good game, and A&T is good. I scouted them last night against Grambling. They won. They look good. They've got athletes. I mean, nothing's easy. And you know this now. In college basketball, there's so much parity. You don't know. Week in, week out, whoever's hot has got a chance to win. I mean, Navy beating Virginia, it used to be unheard of. It's crazy. So you don't know from week in, week out who can win that basketball game because the talent is all over the place.
There is and I believe it is John Rothstein who always tweets it out when there's a bye game when a team brings in a smaller team to their gym and loses. And I saw one the other day, Si. The Academy of Art knocked off UC Davis, the Academy of Art in San Francisco, California, and they knocked off UC Davis. And I just see these tweets every night of these schools I've never heard of beating D1 teams. So it can happen. Hell, we've seen it in Minji's happen to our Pirates from time to time. So that's why you can't take any one of them for granted.
Just think if the Academy of Art had added drama and music, they could win national championship. I mean, it is really something. That's what I'm saying. You just cannot tell.
Yeah, and you mentioned all these guys that were highly recruited out of high school and everything with the transfer portal. You never know where these guys end up, which is why good on you for doing all this research, finding out how the heck did these guys get to Old Dominion? How did these guys get to A&T? And now you've got players spread all over across the country, which I guess it explains the parity in college basketball.
Exactly, and it's like we try to say all the time. All it takes is one or two kids, and you can get that boat around.
Yeah,
football's a battleship. This is a speedboat. You get two good ones, you can turn your program. But football, give credit to Mike Houston. He's moving that battleship, and he's turning it in the right direction. And it's hard to do. And give him credit for turning this ECU program around. He's done a great job, and really happy for their season and what they've done.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to the Military Bowl. Just waiting the opponent's side. It's going to be fun to see East Carolina back in a bowl game. All right, we'll wrap it up here, Si. Give me a key or two for tonight. What do the Pirates need to do well to get the season sweep over the Old Dominion Monarchs?
Yeah, that's what it would be, is a season sweep, and it's not going to be that easy to do. I think you have to really control the offensive glass. They're plus 19 on the season against their opponents on the offensive glass, and it's because they're so aggressive inside. I think, like you said, I think RJ has to play good, and I think BJ, Brandon Johnson, has to play well for ECU to win it. And then I think you have to get out running at this team. Old Dominion takes the place of Terry Holland's Virginia teams. Jeff Jones played for him. They like to play deliberate, smart, keep control of the basketball, keep it in the 60s. And if you can get out and run and get the transition game going, you get out of what they really want to do. So I think that's the three keys that I look at tonight.
Si, have a great call tonight, man. Always enjoy talking hoops with you, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Hey, listen, and thank you for keeping me up with the Washington football team.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Washington won, Dallas lost. That's what you need to know heading into next week.
I want to talk to some people. Do you know Greg Pierce?
I know him well.
Okay, I might say something to him.
If you see him, if you see Brian Meador, Brian Bailey, just give them an update in case they're wondering.
I will give them that update. I certainly will. I brought up the other day, did Greg actually know John Madden? And he walked away. He just walked away, wouldn't speak. So I don't know. We'll handle it the best we can.
Si, you're the man. Thank you, and we'll talk soon, man.
All right, buddy.
Si Seymour joining us today on the Fixed NC Live Line. Pirates and Monarchs tonight, 7 o'clock at Minji's. We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap up hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Get you set for hour 2 after this.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
You'll save a whole lot of money with Christmas cash savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Spruce up your home in style and save up to 15% off store-wide, plus 6 months special financing, or choose 48 months special financing. Give yourself the gift of better sleep on a new mattress with 48 months special financing, plus a wide selection of in-stock and top-of-the-line Serta and Restonic mattresses. Don't miss Christmas cash savings going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Blue 42! Blue 42!
Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need North Carolina Farm Bureau insurance. Timeout, not even in our vocabulary.
Pirate fans, call Carlton Venters or Brandon Manning at 756-3007.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
At West Park Motor Company, customer satisfaction is the #1 goal while offering a wide range of cars, trucks, and SUVs at very competitive prices. Shop online at westparkmotorcompany.com right now to get started. Looking to sell your vehicle? Call West Park for a free appraisal. West Park is willing to pay more for your car or truck than the next dealer. West Park Motor Company, with locations in Greenville and Washington, and proud courtesy car dealer for the Pirates for over a decade. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak and our seafood delight pasta. The Rick House is open for lunch daily from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Take a break from your workday with lunch at the Rick House. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
This is Tyler Sneed, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. From sales to service, Greenville Auto World has all of your vehicle needs covered. Shop all of their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, they have a full service and repair facility. They do brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and they can repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World across from Speedway at Bells Fork and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton and Jim Rogers for their sponsorship of the program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All righty, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Want a quick look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard?
Sure.
All right. If you said no, I probably would have done it anyway, but just wanted your permission.
Okay.
You're a fan of women's soccer, both domestic and international, correct?
I am.
All right. Got a score for you in the Women's World Cup qualifying round.
That cannot be correct.
England played Latvia today.
Oh my! That
is it. Latvia?
I think it's Latvia.
Latvia.
Yeah. That cannot be right. Is that the score?
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 English women had hat tricks in the game, and the score was 20-0.
I have never seen a score that high in soccer.
I mean,
that's a good old ass whipping, chap.
And that, my friends, is the T.
That is the T.
I think the highest I've ever seen was, I think the United States scored in a World Cup qualifier. I think the United States in the World Cup scored 13. It was the first team that they played in the World Cup this past season. This past World Cup.
I was going to say they should have a running clock, but they actually do have a running clock.
They do. The clock never stops. You get bonus time at the end, gets tacked on at the end for any kind of stoppage of play.
Is this right? I'm looking up the biggest soccer blowouts of all time.
Uh-huh.
And in 2002, AS Adama beat Stade Olympique 149-0. Is that possible?
Can you score 149 goals in 90 minutes?
I mean, that's what it says.
Oh my.
So
I can't even imagine being somebody on that team.
There was a protest, I guess. I don't know if the other players just sat out, so they just kept
scoring.
Like after every score, they would just go score again. So 149-0. Some of these other scores, 36-0, 35-0. So yeah. Ooh, Australia over American Samoa, 31-0. Come on, American
What year was that?
That was 2001.
Oh.
So some of these are.
Well, the only one that keeps jumping out is I want to say it was like 13-something.
I mean, yeah, anything over like 5, you kind of turn your head like, wow, that's a lot of goals.
Yeah, you could. Well, I mean, the United States has scored close to 10 quite a bit, but at 20-0, that's in a women's game. That's kind of.
I mean, that's breaking 100 in college football.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
so
that's just wild.
All right, there's a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Alrighty then.
Let's take a timeout. We'll come back when we return. We will have a couple guys in the Players Lounge here on a Tuesday. Didn't have time to get to them yesterday, so we'll hear from Xavier Smith and Bruce Bivens when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
If you live in eastern North Carolina, chances are you've heard of Riley's Army. Riley's Army started in 2008 and has provided emergency support to over 300 families who have a child with cancer. Join us on Sunday, December 12th at 2 p.m. at the Winterville Parks and Rec campus for the Santa Dash, benefiting kids with cancer and their families right here in our community. Bring a new, unwrapped gift for a Riley's Army family and help us give our families the Christmas they deserve. Register at runtheeast.com or call us at 252-481-4471. We can't do it alone. We need an army.
Tommy's Express Car Wash is the car wash Greenville is talking about. At the corner of Red Banks Road and Greenville Boulevard, this state-of-the-art wash will keep your car looking great. And now Tommy's has just launched its new 2.0 Tommy's Express app. And anyone who downloads the app now will receive 30 free days of washing with their top-of-the-line wash, the Works Wash. Download the Tommy's Express app now by going to your app store or visit them on location, open 7 days a week at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in ENC. Open 7 days a week. Plus, the Buck has live music every night, along with football. The Buck has a brand new 15-foot 4K screen, the only one in Greenville, and over 18 big screens with all your college and pro action. Sunday Fun Day will also be stocked with the biggest Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar, along with the NFL Sunday Ticket and food trucks out back. Check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. Open every day, noon until 2 a.m., with live music every night, and now football and food trucks during the day.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
Pizza. What you got there, Dad? Oh, man, the new Bacon Mania lineup from Papa John's. Oh, it's the triple bacon pizza, topped with full strips of bacon. Woo, that smell of bacon through the house has everyone showing up. And I mean everyone. It's the season of bacon at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Have you been waiting to try CBD? ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road in Greenville is the area leader in CBD. We want to educate you on how our products work with your endocannabinoid system. These products are all natural and non-addictive. ENS offers a variety of products to meet your needs. Tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. Customer feedback indicates relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. ENS Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road. Also, check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? We'll keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio for 18 years. And as we head back into the show clip, just saw an interesting tweet from Dennis Dodd, who is a football writer for CBSSports.com. He just tweeted out, and I'm just going to read what he says. Notre Dame will apparently wait for Luke Fickell, apparently the number one choice. Jack Swarbrick suggested he will not name an interim. Assistants are being told to stay on the road. Strong Catholic ties with Fickell. Notre Dame wants renewed bond with traditional Midwest Catholic high schools in recruiting. So that's according to Dennis Dodd about 45 minutes ago.
Bring in some nice Catholic boys. All right.
Alrighty then.
There's your Fickell talk.
I mean,
we talked about it in the open, and
I'm
now
thinking
we know that they're going to.
That's their top target.
Yeah.
they're going to play the waiting game where LSU maybe did not want to play that waiting game.
They're ready to get him in there right away.
Maybe they think Fickle is worth waiting for. So
interesting.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
It will be back-to-back head coaches heading to Notre Dame from Cincy.
That's right. Tommy Tuberville did not get the call, but Brian Kelly and potentially Luke Fickle. Also, it sounded like you said Dennis Dodd covers college football for CVS Pharmacy.
CBS.
I know. No, you probably said that.
I said CBS Sports.
Which then I thought it would be cool if like CBS and Walgreens also had college football correspondents.
It would be interesting.
Wouldn't that be cool? All right, let's go inside the Players Lounge every Monday on Pirate Radio Live, and I've really enjoyed this year, and I got to be honest with you, I was a little on it when I first heard about it because I'm not always Mr. Glass Half Full. Sometimes I think the worst. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, right? So what if this season kind of went off the rails and it wasn't good and we had to fire off questions to these guys that were, trying their hardest but not winning games? Well, luckily, we didn't have to worry about that scenario because this was an awesome year to be able to chat with these guys after each game because the Pirates had a winning season in 2021 and they're off to a bowl game, and really happy for guys like Bruce Bivens who have spent so much time here to put in the work and to get the reward of having a winning season and going to a bowl. We caught up with Bruce Bivens and Xavier Smith on Monday and didn't get a chance to play it yesterday, so let's hear it right now. A couple of Pirate linebackers inside the Players Lounge. All right, back inside the Players Lounge on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live here with a couple Pirate defensive players, Bruce Bivens and Xavier Smith. Gentlemen, how you doing today?
Doing great. I'm doing great as well.
Little time off, I guess. Sounds like you guys won't be back on the practice field till Thursday, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, most definitely get your body back right and mentally, disconnect a little bit and just working on those things right there.
Bruce, Trip Weaver put up a tweet going into the Friday game and talked about how awesome it was for all the seniors to talk to the team heading into the Cincinnati game. I'm assuming you were a part of that. So, what's that like when you're addressing the team and then hearing from your brothers talk to the team before the final regular season game? I'm sure a lot of great things said and some emotion too, I would imagine.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotion because, you sit back and you think about, all the stuff you've been through and to see like what you expected, college football to be like when you, first, signed the letter of intent to come here. It's a lot of emotion that plays a part into that because you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it's finally shaking out. And you got a group of guys that, gave their all to make that happen. So it's just really emotional, and I know that I'm gonna have to lead them one day, and go live a different life than they do. So it's just a lot. It's just really emotional to me. I think about it every day.
And Bruce, you're still a young guy, but you had an important decision to make to come from your home in Texas to Greenville, North Carolina, a place you probably didn't know before East Carolina started showing interest in you. So you made that decision, and you always want to stand by your decision and not regret decisions. And the way this thing is played out. And then you probably got some great memories off the field too, but the way it's played out, no regrets on this decision, right?
Oh, of course not. No regrets at all. I mean, it worked out. I mean, just because stuff get ugly, you don't have to just leave. You could just trust the process and things will work out the way you plan for it too.
Xavier, when you go into a season, like as a fan, we look at it and we say, all right, win, loss. We do that when we look at the schedule. Mm-hmm. Do you set, I'm sure you set individual goals, but like team goals heading into 2021, when you look back at it now, did you accomplish those goals? Did you exceed expectations? How do you feel about the 2021 season?
I definitely think we accomplished the goal we had set out to be bowl eligible. It was a goal, but obviously the ultimate goal is to play for a conference championship, and we had the shot to do that. We could have actually been in the conference championship, 1 or 2, 3 plays went our way this year. We actually have been playing for, a national title. But, you can't change the past, and we met the goal that we set out for the team, but there's still work to be done. I feel like everyone on the team feels the same way. Like, yeah, we went to a bowl game, but we know how good we could have been this year. So next year, it's like
go get the ring, go finish the job.
Yeah, and I mean, Bruce, I said this when DJ was here. He's on his way out, but Rajay was sitting in that chair, and now it's like his job, Xavier for next year, these other players, to take what you guys have built and to take it even higher, right? So you laid a foundation. Now, what's the guys going to do with it?
Yeah, I would think that they would want to level up too, because it's like when you've been losing for as long as I've been here, like winning a bowl game is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So for them, going to a bowl game is a lot, and for them, I know next year they're going to raise the standard. They want to win a conference championship, go to a conference championship, win that, go to a bowl game, win that, and more, and whatever comes with that. So I would expect that to happen, because, that's how you really build a legacy here. You just keep leveling up.
Xavier, I guess in the past few years at this time, you're getting ready for, you're relaxing and getting ready for winter workouts, I guess. Now you're building up to a bowl game all the way at the end of December. So still a lot of practice time, a lot of time around the team. Is that exciting to experience something different and new this year? Yeah,
it's definitely super exciting because, none of us ever experienced this. So, it's new to everybody. So, we're still, questioning, what happens. We don't know the practice schedule, graduation around the corner, how that's going to work. And it's December 27th. How is Christmas going to work? So, it's super exciting. I'd rather spend the time with my brothers, but it's just new to everybody. So we're just kind of confused and anxious to see how everything's going to play out and what's to come with it.
Yeah. So the game's on the 27th, the Military Bowl, 2:30 kickoff. It'll be against the ACC opponent to be named, but there are some options out there in Virginia Tech, North Carolina, BC. Is there a team you want to see, or does it matter to you? Have you looked at the potential opponents?
Yeah, I've seen them on. Whoever gets selected, we're preparing from any other game this season and get ready to play.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
All right, no choice on that. The executive director was on the Brian Bailey show earlier today, said the teams will be arriving kind of middle of the week, the previous week, so you'll spend a half a week there in D.C. Your hotel room is apparently 2 blocks from the White House. Mm-hmm. You're going to have all those deals. Bryce Williams, former Pirate, said when they went down to Florida, the linemen had a belly flop contest. I've heard of a bowling contest.
Yeah.
Maybe some video game contest, Xavier.
I don't want to do
that. so you'll be, and you guys probably don't know any of the activities or that stuff yet, right?
No, not yet.
So still a long ways to go before we get there. Question about Cincinnati. So they are, if they beat Houston, should be in the college football playoff, playing for a championship. I know going into the game you looked at them as any other opponent, but when you left the field, did you think wow, they really are top 4, top 5, or were they kind of just another team on the schedule for you guys? Bruce, shaking your head. Go ahead.
I feel personally, I feel like we just made some mistakes and they capitalized on them. They just as good as any team as we played. They had some great weapons, and they were pretty big, but I feel like we was up for the challenge, and I feel like if we would have fixed those little mistakes, we'll probably come out victorious.
And that's a pretty good feeling to feel like not only do we belong on the field, could have, should have beat those guys.
Yeah.
Is that how you felt, Xavier?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not I'm not the one to take credit from anyone, but coming out that game, a lot of us were we can play with these guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's our mindset throughout the whole year. Yeah, they're number 4, but 2 years ago we should have beat them. This is the same exact team. Last year we had some mistakes. This year we're so much better. We can beat these guys. They're in our conference. It's not we're playing someone who's outmatched in us. Yeah, they got some good weapons, but shit, we got some good weapons too. We can match up with their players, and the only thing that killed us was they capitalized on our mistakes, and that's where they surpassed us in the game. When we made a mistake, they capitalized, and great teams do that, and they're a great football team. But I feel like if we just minimize those mistakes, which is some little, but play such a big role, we're definitely in that ball game with a chance to win it.
Really, one bad quarter. The second quarter went their way. Outside of that, you guys were even or the better team on Friday. So, yeah. Bruce, it had to be cool, man. One last game at Dowdy Ficklin to come out and hear the purple gold chant and just that environment. I don't know if that led to a good first quarter, but it had to juice you guys up some, right?
Yeah, it definitely sparked me up a little bit, because I was like, man, this this is my last time playing in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. So I said, man, I just want to go out with a bang, and it definitely sparked me to, play a certain type of way.
Yeah, and we know you as you're a hard hitter. Bruce, come up, stop the run. You were, and maybe you've done this all year. I just noticed on a couple of plays, dropping back into pass coverage.
Yeah.
And on that one play, you were sprinting 100 miles an hour. Did you get your hand on the ball?
Yeah, I actually did. I got my hand on the ball at the last minute.
That was a great play.
Yeah.
Kind of no look. I guess you saw the receiver's eyes, or
yeah, because I was shuffling. I was expecting him to run like a draw screen because it was 3rd and long, and I seen the receiver take off down the middle of the field, and I said, man, I gotta go.
And you got there. You kind of stuck your hand out, got the knock away. Great play in that game on Friday.
Appreciate it.
Talking to Bruce Bivens and Xavier Smith. Bruce's appearance inside the Players Lounge brought to you by Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World, your home for an awesome selection of late model cars and trucks. Full service department. If you need new tires or a lift kit for your truck, they've got you covered there too. Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville. Tim Sutton, the guys do a great job, and Bruce, you know a lot of folks here now from your time in Greenville, and Tim, great dude over there, and does some great work.
Yeah, Tim's a great guy. Whatever you need, him and his staff will get you right. So go visit Greenville Auto World.
And what's next for you, Bruce, when you leave East Carolina? You're gonna give football a shot, obviously.
Oh, of course I'm gonna give football a shot, and that's really what I'm focusing on. Yeah. You know, when this thing's all said and done, bowl game over with, I'm gonna shift my focus on giving the NFL a shot. So.
We've had, and look, again, I'm speaking to a young guy, and Bruce Bivens, you got your life ahead of you, but we've had some Pirates who certainly move on, go back to their hometown, go elsewhere. Some find themselves back in Greenville. Like, could you see yourself 20 years from now living in Greenville, North Carolina? Or are you back in Texas? What are you going to be doing?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up a Texas guy, and I love living in Texas. So I probably would migrate, back home. Migrate back home towards my around my family.
Yeah.
So.
Good deal. Talking to Bruce Bivens, Xavier Smith. So Xavier, what are these next few days like for you? Just getting away from football, I guess.
Yeah, getting away from football. Getting all the injuries and the minor nicks and bruises taken care of. And just living in the moment, I'm not trying to stress about football. We just got done with the season. We finally got a bowl game, so I'm just trying to take all this in because I never experienced it before. So I'm just living in the moment and trying to get the fullest out of this experience.
You got to, man. That's a great way to look at it. And look, this time of year, there's the coaching carousel, there's the transfer portal, all kinds of stuff going on. Mike Houston's name has been mentioned for other jobs where teams have an opening. They're looking at what he did here this past season. So I don't know, as a player on a team, how much do you look into that? How much do you ignore it? What are your thoughts on it all?
Bruce. I mean, it won't really. I can't answer that.
Do y'all talk about it with each other?
Honestly, I really don't.
Yeah. I mean, we see it just like how everyone else sees it, and we don't know. I have no clue what goes into it. I have no clue what's going on in his head. Control what you can control is the best.
That's why
way I can put it.
Yeah,
control what you can.
That's all you can do.
Said it best.
All you can do. All right, gentlemen. Well, congratulations on a great year. That's going to wrap up with a bowl game coming up, and you get some cool swag. I meant to look that up. Let me look it up real quick and see if I can find what the Military Bowl gave out to the players in years past.
Should need that.
Let's see. Here's what each bowl is giving away to players. This is in years past. For example, I'll just pick one. The Pinstripe Bowl, they give away JBL Harmon gift card, New Era products, Outback Bowl, probably get an Outback Steakhouse gift card, Fossil watch. All right, where's military? This is I don't see military up here. Anyway, this is past years, so you're gonna get some gear and some stuff out of this.
Hopefully,
that's cool, right?
Yeah,
take whatever you can get. All right, Xavier, Bruce, thanks for hanging out, fellas, and enjoy your week, and we'll talk again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bruce Bivens, Xavier Smith inside the Players Lounge. Hopefully we'll have that updated swag list next week once all the bowl games and bowl matchups are announced. Should be coming up on Sunday. Thank you to those guys, to all the players inside the Players Lounge. Bruce Bivens' appearance brought to you by Greenville Auto World, your home for an awesome selection of late model cars and trucks, plus a full service department. If you need new tires or a lift kit for your truck, they got you covered there too. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 in Greenville. And thanks to Tim Sutton, their support of Bruce Bivens and the Players Lounge here on Pirate Radio. Let's take a time out. When we return, we'll talk Pirates Monarchs coming up tonight on the hardwood. We'll talk about the other college basketball action. You got the ACC Big Ten Challenge and a lot of other games going on, plus some college football championship games. We'll run it down with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Why do I run? Is it because I'm driven? Because I love the challenge? God, no. I do it for the beer. If you're the kind of runner who does it for the beer, this summer you can get one on us with the Michelob Ultra Beer Run. Grab your run buddies and get out there, because this summer there's beer at the finish line. Sign up at ultrabeerrun.com and trade your miles for beer.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit qualityequip.com.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you on the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us on Greenville Boulevard in the public shopping center right near the stadium. Be sure to run with us on Facebook and Instagram. Fleet Feet, we run for you. Go Pirates!
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers' family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers in Greenville and now open in Winterville.
ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri Supply and Equipment Plus.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelms and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're gonna love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
This is assistant football coach Drew Dudzik, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Be sure to stop by their office at 801 Staten Road in Greenville, or you can book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you on PRL here on a Tuesday. Stephen Igoe, Hoist the Color, is going to join us at 5 o'clock. We got to talk about what we have for you in the treasure chest, as we'll go over some of the items. We'll do that later on in the show, and we'll make you a winner today. A little, just to get you ready for the treasure chest. We'll have a giveaway coming up from the booty bag in hour number 3. But right now, we will head out to the Fixed NC Live line, talk some hoops, talk some football with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, who joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Big man, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Clip. How are you?
Doing great. It was a big night for you, I saw last night. As the you were on the Barstool stream, the Cyber Monday stream, and went face to face with your opponent coming up next Friday night, Rough and Rowdy. Cannot wait to watch that as the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, takes on Jersey Jerry. That is on Friday, December the 10th, and had a little interaction with him last night, Jeff. What was that like for you?
It's typical nonsense at Barstool. Everyone plays a character. That's not easy to go up there and do that. Look, I don't like going to New York. I don't like going into there. And it was kind of a different thing than I'm used to going there. I'm not big on like nonsense and horsing around. Like I'm an adult. I like to act like an adult. I don't really want to talk. Like that's not my thing. I really just want to get to this fight and do it. When someone says something to you, you have to respond. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to taking care of business.
I think you're handling it well. They like to kind of parade the people out there and make them dance. And you look good throwing the ball at the dunk tank. I'll say that. Nice pitch there at the end.
Finally hit it. We actually spent some time on trying to get the guess of the merch sold. We're very deliberate in figuring out what that was. We pretty much hit it on the nose.
Yeah.
So it worked perfect.
Rough and Rowdy coming up next Friday. Jeff Nadu will be fighting against Jersey Jerry. That on the 10th of December. All right, big man, we got basketball tonight in Minges Coliseum, so we'll start there. This is kind of a weird deal. East Carolina went down to Myrtle Beach, played in the Myrtle Beach Invitational, and faced Old Dominion, and they won that game by 13 points, 73-60. Now they get them right back again at home in Minges Coliseum. East Carolina, a 5.5-point favorite coming in to tonight's game, total at 128.5. I don't know if you've dissected this one at all, Jeff, but any thoughts on Pirate basketball or Old Dominion hoops?
Yeah, it's a different look for Old Dominion. Generally, they're very good defensively. They've always struggled to score under Jeff Jones. This year, they just don't have the talent. They're not good offensively or defensively, and that was one of the reasons they lost by double digits the first time out against the Pirates. I'll tell you this, I've been impressed by this team. And this is what Joe Dooley does for you. I mean, he allows you to play better than I think you can. I thought they were really good against Oklahoma, played a really good Davidson team, and won every other game outside of that, taking care of bad opponents. Kind of where I put this number. I wouldn't have any issue in backing the Pirates tonight. Did I? No. But they've been a lot better than I thought. I think an unsung hero for this group might not be on the scoreboard a ton, but someone like Brandon Johnson. I mean, you look at the other night against Coppin State, has 6 points, but he has 13 defensive rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, had 2 assists, a block. I mean, that's huge to have. A player like that will win you games
Jeff, I know you got like sources, like I don't know, people on the inside at some schools or conferences, and like when you get closer to the season, and I use ECU as an example because when we get closer to a football season or a basketball season, you'll start to hear coaches or people on the inside start to mention names. Brandon Johnson, I honestly didn't know who this guy was until a week or two before the season, but we started to hear his name more and more, and now we're seeing why. He's one of those guys that I think the coaches kind of kept him hidden, kept him a secret, but they knew he was going to be a big-time player for this team, and he had, 18 rebounds last game for East Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, any team that wants to win games, you need players like that. You need kind of those dirty work players that aren't going to look to be the stat fillers or the big-time shooters. They're going to be the guys that are catching lobs and rebounding the ball and not turning it over and doing the little things. I mean, leave the scoring to, the Tristan Newtons and the Suggs and the Vance Jacksons. I mean, this team might be a little bit better than I thought they were. And Johnson's been integral because he also gives you a big on the perimeter that can play down low as well. So, yeah, nice to start for ECU. I don't have any reason to think they won't get the job done tonight and win the next couple of games.
They're a little frisky, Jeff, and hopefully can put together a good performance tonight against Old Dominion, 7 o'clock, Minges Coliseum. You can watch it on ESPN+. Jeff, Florida State is a team that year in, year out, you kind of know what you get with them. I mean, they are tall, they are long, they defend, and sometimes can go on offensive explosions. The problem is they're hard to trust because you know there's going to be a night where they just go cold from the field. Now, I hadn't watched Leonard Hamilton's team this year, so I'm just assuming they have the same kind of team, but they are 11.5-point dogs against Purdue. I know you love the Boilermakers, Jeff, but is this a down Florida State team, or is that just how good Purdue is this year?
Well, I think it's obviously that, the latter, but it's also the fact that, Florida State's in some tough spots. I mean, every year they have to reload because of personnel, players moving on and bringing new guys in. They're also going to be without Evans tonight, Raekwon Evans, one of their best players, one of their best defenders. They also are without one of their big 7-footers, or I think two of them, actually. So they're definitely coming in with some issues. Purdue is a machine that I don't want to step in front of. I've kind of said that multiple times. I think they should be the number one team in the country. I know they're not, but I think they should be. Keep in mind as well, they got over the weekend, they got Mason Gillis back, the 6'6" sophomore. He didn't play the first couple of games due to a suspension, but he's another guy you can throw into that rotation. They're incredibly deep. They're incredibly big. Jaden Ivey's one of the best guards in the country. I mean, this guy's a top 10 pick by the end of the season, guaranteed. This is, to me, the best team in the country, and I will continue to back them. Clip, you look at the other night against Nebraska-Omaha, they had like 12 players play 15 minutes or more. It's pretty crazy. They're really deep, and this is not a vintage Florida State group right now. I think they're going to struggle tonight defensively. I would probably go back to the well with Purdue's team total. They've scored 80 or more in every game. It's 77 tonight.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking college hoops, another ACC Big Ten matchup, Duke. And is this a true road game against Ohio State tonight? Seems like they don't play a lot of these true road games in the non-conference, but Duke is a 2.5-point favorite over Ohio State, coming off that big win against Gonzaga. What do you think about that matchup tonight?
Yeah, I haven't played a true road game. Good call, Clip. This is your true road game, true blue road game, coming off a gigantic win out in Vegas on Friday night. They become the number one team in the country yesterday. And, you have to look at the eyes and minds of gamblers here. What is a gambler going to say when they see this game? Wow, all they did over the weekend, Duke, number one team. Ohio State lost on a buzzer beater to Florida. They're down. And you can get that team at -2.5. Got to play that, right? I wouldn't say so. Not so fast. I think this number should be a pick-em, probably. I think Ohio State's pretty damn good. I think Liddell is right there with Banchero. Look, Banchero is the number one pick in the country. He's terrific. He's terrific. But Liddell's had an incredible season. I think as long as Michi Johnson doesn't turn the basketball over, I think they're going to have a real shot in this game. Look for Jamari Wheeler to maybe be the difference here. He's going to give them 7 to 10 points. Could be the difference in this game and hanging with them. This game just screams Ohio State. I don't know if I'll be betting it, but I think that's how it will go.
Big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, ACC Big Ten Challenge going on, Pirate Hoops, and a lot of other games too, Jeff. Anything you got circled for tonight in college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, anytime South Dakota State plays, I'm going to have some interest in offense. Obviously, they are one of the best mid-major offensive teams over the last 10 years in college hoops. They're always a team that's top 25 in offensive efficiency. That's no different this year, sitting at 15th, averaging generally every year 82, 83 points a game. Tonight they have a SWAC opponent coming in Prairie View A&M, a team that Clip likes to run up and down. They want to play fast. That's going to play right into South Dakota State's hands. They're going to have plenty of possessions tonight. They'll score the basketball. I think they slice and dice a bad Prairie View team. Keep in mind, Clip, Prairie View A&M gave up 87 to St. Mary's, one of the slowest paced teams in the country. Grand Canyon put 91 on them. They're very slow paced. This team has gotten sliced and beat up by some bad and slow teams. So for me, I think South Dakota State has one of their normal offensive nights. I think they push 90 plus. I play their team total.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, let's talk a little college football while we got you here, and championship games going on. And let's start Friday, and this line kind of jumped out to me. So UTSA loses their first game in the regular season finale. Now they got Bailey Zappi and the Western Kentucky offense rolling in, and Western Kentucky's actually a favorite in this game, total sitting at 72.5. So any thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, the first time these two teams played, I thought UTSA got Western at the right time. If we remember, Clip, this has been a tale of two seasons for Western Kentucky. They played a bear of a schedule early. Played Army, Indiana, Michigan State, UTSA. So they played a real tough group, really outside of Indiana. Army and Michigan State are really tough. And then they got UTSA. Lost the game 52-46, but from then on, West Kentucky has been immortal, really. I mean, they've been incredible. This offense is one of the best in the country. Their defense is really bowed. UTSA has been living on a whim for a while, and they finally got beat last week. They should have lost to UAB, should have lost probably to Southern Miss. I think this team is really kind of showing their true colors. I think Western has been the best team in this conference, and I think, as I've said on Pick Central many months ago, thought they would beat UTSA and win this conference. I played this at 1.5. Actually, I played the money line. I'm sorry. I like Western here, and I think they win the conference. I will say, Clip, as well, and I don't know, I'm sure you're trying to tiptoe around this. You don't want anyone to bring it up, but I will. Listen, if I'm the Virginia Tech Hokies, I would do everything in my power to hire Mike Houston from East Carolina. I know no one wants to hear that, but Clip, you'd have to agree that's something that you're going to have to start wondering about, right?
Well, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that because Virginia Tech, I believe, has already zeroed in on their guy. But as far, they named Brent Pry the coach. But as far as other schools out there, yeah, absolutely. Mike Houston's name is going to be on their board.
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously we've seen this story before with these kids these guys that they start out maybe at an FCS school, then they work their way into D1, and then they win there, and then they go somewhere higher. So.
And we all know, Jeff, that, and this is not like just Mike Houston. Like Mike Houston's dream job is not East Carolina. Like he said he loves being here, and he absolutely means that 100%. But this is not his final destination, and I think we're all aware of that. So, it's part of the game.
Yeah, I think as I've seen in Temple, I mean they've had the same problem. Temple football is a team that has had good coaches, but it's a stepping stone job, and that's kind of the shame in it, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll give it some thought and see how it goes. Hopefully he stays and you get a few more years out of Mike Houston.
Yeah, speaking of Mike Houston, Pirates falling to Cincinnati on Friday. It was a 3-0 lead for the Pirates going into the second quarter, and then the Bearcats scored a few touchdowns in that second quarter and were able to kind of smother the Pirates the rest of the way. Cincinnati now takes on Houston. Is that line right in your eyes, Jeff? A 10.5-point favorite at home, the Bearcats over the Houston Cougars?
Yeah, I think that's kind of where you put it. I thought SMU might hang around. That didn't happen. I think SMU and Houston are pretty much the same team. Houston can't defend either, so I'd have a hard time backing anyone to beat Cincinnati at this point. I would lean Cincinnati there. I think they're going to have trouble getting into the Final Four, but that's another story. So, Clip, I saw. Did I see correctly? ECU accepted the Military Bowl?
Yeah, ECU headed to Annapolis, Jeff, to probably face Virginia Tech. Actually, it hadn't been announced yet, but it looks like that might be the team they play.
Yeah, I always think that's odd. Like, why doesn't the Military Bowl feature a military school? Like, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I don't. This whole bowl thing is kind of crazy. I don't know.
You definitely don't want to see Army in that game.
No, it's going to be an ACC team. So we've already faced our one option team for the year. We're good on that.
I think they beat Virginia Tech. I really do. I wouldn't want to see BC. I think is tough. I like that group. I like Syracuse a little bit.
I think the other options, Jeff, BC I saw, and either like North Carolina or Virginia potentially, but
I can't, Clip, when I tell you I can't wait for bowl season, I've had such a great season. I'm like 40-19 this season in college football, and the fight will be over. I'll be back in like the swing. I'm just going to sit here and watch football.
Yeah.
I love bowl season. I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Looking forward to breaking it all down with you, big man, here on Pirate Radio Live. Let's see, and we'll have more time to go over some of these games later, but anything else championship-wise you're looking at, Jeff?
No, I haven't bet anything real early. The only thing I bet was Western Kentucky.
All right.
We're going to obviously keep, attacking that. By the end of the week, we'll have some good stuff. And championship week's a great week as well. It's always sad when the season's winding down, but everything's kind of winding down. So looking forward to it. We'll talk to you later in the week.
We'll talk to you Thursday. Thank you, big man.
Thanks, Clip.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking football, and says if he had to pick one way or the other, go with the Pirates tonight against Old Dominion. East Carolina was able to knock them off by 13 a couple weeks ago. They will try to repeat the feat tonight as 5.5-point favorites in Minges Coliseum. We didn't really bring it up with Cy. I feel like we talked about it so much after it happened, and I didn't bring it up with him today, but Chandler's certainly been talking about it off the air. The Malice and Minges tonight. Things got chippy between ODU and ECU. We'll talk about it more when Igoe gets here at 5 o'clock. But I think we will see some talking going on tonight. The refs kind of lost control for a moment of that game in Myrtle Beach, and we'll see what the players do when they get back together on the court at 7 o'clock tonight. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour 2. Let's let you know some of the prizes we'll be giving away in this year's Pirate Radio Treasure Chest, which opens up for the first time on Wednesday. Excitement time. Violence! We'll be back.
Excitement time. Violence!
You know the meme, how it started, or what is it? Younger than me, Chandler? How it started, what it is, what is the words I'm looking for?
How it started,
how's it going?
How is it going?
How it started, excitement time.
Excitement time.
How it's going.
Violence.
That's how it's
excitement time.
That's how it's
Violence.
Right?
Excitement time. Violence.
We'll take a timeout, come back, more to go after this.
In studio with Jessica from Fresh Vibes. What's new?
We have been keeping Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina healthy for over 5 years now, offering fresh juices, healthy smoothies, salads, soups, sandwiches, acai parfaits, and the best part, we source organic and local. So if you're looking to get healthy, stay healthy, or jumpstart your health journey, come see us at one of our 2 locations, on Charles Boulevard near McAllister's Deli, or across from Physicians East on Arlington Boulevard, or order online at localfreshvibes.com. Fresh Vibes, where local meets fresh.
Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Signs and Tint is family owned and operated right here in Greenville, and their NC licensed electricians specialize in vehicle wraps, paint protection film, and more. They can even do building signs for your business. Signs and Tint offers 10% off for military and first responders. Also, make sure to mention Pirate Radio at checkout for a discount. Stop by their office today at 801 Staten Road or visit them online at signsandtint.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 46-ounce lime margarita for only $6.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville, and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half-gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated, welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports and we'll guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients. Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road across from Plant and See, Cuccinellas.com, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden of Greenville is your premium CBD provider in eastern North Carolina. Find yourself experiencing increased aches and pains as the cooler months roll in? Hemp Garden offers an assortment of pain-relieving topicals, including lotions, creams, and muscle rubs. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Hey folks, Uptown Brewing Company is proud to be your friendly neighborhood brewery. We have an incredible lineup of year-round and seasonal brews available in our tap room, and we're also the home of Billy Beer. The tap room features weekly beer and wine specials, events, and live music on the weekends. Need to book a holiday party? We're happy to accommodate. Our staff goes above and beyond to make you feel welcome and keep your glass full. Come see us at Uptown Brewing Company, 418 Evans Street, Uptown Greenville.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 50,000 followers today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Barak.
All right, back with you on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. It is basketball night in Greenville, North Carolina. East Carolina taking on Old Dominion tonight. 7 o'clock, Minges Coliseum. Looking forward to seeing the Pirates at home for the first time in a while. Was not able to get to the Coppin State game on Saturday. Missed a heck of a finish. Tristan Newton at the buzzer, and the Pirates painted it purple.
At the buzzer!
Jeff Charles with a good call. I was able to hear that. He's been on a nice run of good calls here. Last second field goal, Tristan Newton buzzer beater, and hopefully that continues tonight. All right, big day coming up on Wednesday.
Treasure chest, baby. It's back.
Well,
it's back. It's back.
You got sports trivia at AJ's. It's Survivor Night on CBS.
Oh, nice.
But more important than all that, Chandler's right. It is back. The treasure chest will open up for the first time on Wednesday. And
I don't know what that was. Sorry.
Wait, we probably should have planned this segment.
Hold on. Whoops. There we go. Sorry.
All right, I'm going to start from the top. Welcome back into the show. Basketball night in Greenville, ECU Old Dominion. They about got in a fight last time. Should be fun tonight.
Yada, yada, yada. Let's get to the treasure
Wednesday
chest.
is a big day. Why is it a big day, Chandler Honeycutt?
Sports trivia at AJ McMurphy's.
And
Survivor on CBS.
And
the treasure chest is back.
It's back.
It's back.
Treasure chest season here on Pirate Radio. We are going to be giving away some awesome prizes this year. Shirley Rhodes.
Yes.
This reminds me, didn't we used to alternate the prizes? Saying the prizes?
Yes, we did.
Let's do that again. That was fun.
Okay, do you want me to start first, or do you want to start first?
First, we're going to say the first prize at the same time.
Oh, we are?
And then you're going to go, then I'm going to go.
Okay.
All right, ready? All right.
1, 2, 3.
12 large pizzas from Domino's of Greenville.
A pirate gift basket from UBE.
Takeout party for 10 from Parker's Barbecue.
$100 gift card from Emporium.
$100 gift card from Chico's.
Lazy Boy recliner from Bostic Sugg Furniture.
$100 gift card to ENS Hemp Company.
$100 gift card to Fresh Vibes.
$100 gift card to Fleet Feet.
An ultimate party package from Sawyer's Fun Park worth $360.
A $200 gift card to Factory Mattress.
$140 gift card to Revive Health and Wellness.
Gift basket to Naughty Dog Brewing Company.
$100 gift card to Tiebreakers.
And at the same time, $100 in gift cards to Dap House, Christie's Europub, Sidebar, and Jarvis Street Bottle Shop.
And that, folks, is how it's done.
The treasure chest.
Now, those are what we have in there now. That could be
That
updated.
could change. Yes, that could change.
That could be, there could be even more added to that chest. But, folks, we got some great stuff for you right about now in the treasure chest. And when I say that, I mean tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll open it up for the first time.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And even Stephen Igoe is excited. Hey, Steven.
You know what's missing from that list?
I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't know it. Should it be on the list? Should
You
it
didn't
not?
donate, or
I didn't want to
did you
speak
not?
out of turn.
Formal discussions have not been had yet, but I assume there's a good chance a VIP subscription from Hoist the Colors could make its way back.
Oh!
Did you say
into the treasure chest?
A VIP? No, Shirley, say it with me.
Oh,
a VIP subscription to Hoist the Colors?
I did.
Wow. Yeah, I was wondering why that wasn't on the list, Igoe. But,
usually Ellerby and Orchard run it by me, so I just haven't ran into them yet.
Okay.
Or maybe they just don't want it in there this year. Maybe
Well, they're across the hall.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, we kind of talk about it, Igoe, like, is this like the worst? Because people would love these things. And no, I'm going to get around to it. Hoist the Colors,
right?
Kind of a niche deal, but for people who listen to Pirate Radio, they're into it. It seems like every year the person that wins that is like super hype about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a good thing. I might have started that off sounding like a bad thing, but I meant it as a good thing.
Yeah, I think one year the wife of a big ECU fan won it, and she shared it with her husband. So, I mean...
Could be a great gift.
Yeah, and if you already have a subscription and you win it, then you just get a free year tacked on, which is, it's $100 plus value.
And I tell you what, this is a good time to have it with everything going on. We got a small taste, Igoe, of what it's like. I kind of forgot when there are coach talks going on. Things get freaking wacky on the message boards.
It's wild, man. Just the one update we had on Mike Houston and just because there were rumors out there and I wanted to hear from reliable or pass along what I heard from reliable sources, and I think it kind of calmed everybody down once I reported it for our subscribers. But yeah, I mean it's crazy, man. There's nothing like a coaching search. I've covered 2 of them now.
And when you say covered, you're at airports. People are following flight plans.
Yeah, it is just insane. So like this
Japanese
time of year,
businessmen.
Yep, we legitimately had one during the Scotty Montgomery search. We had one of our posters stake out at the Raleigh location where they were interviewing candidates, and they saw Jeff Confer with Brady Hoke and Everett Withers, and at the time, an unidentified African-American coach who ended up being Scotty Montgomery, because at the time, his name was not being tossed around.
And we didn't know a lot about him, to be honest. So
yeah, that happened. And at one time, during the Joe Dooley coaching search, there was a plane coming from Fort Myers, Florida, a private plane from Fort Myers,
Dunk City,
to Greenville, and I thought for sure it was Joe Dooley. And getting off the plane was just an old couple. They were looking at me like I was crazy when I was at the airport. And then Dooley was hired like 2 days later.
You're like behind the bushes.
Maybe Dooley was hiding in the back and using them as cover. I don't know.
Yeah, great play by Joe Dooley there. So that's fun, and it's recruiting season, right?
Yeah, signing day. So there's a ton going on, man. But yeah, I hopefully we're not doing a coaching search. I don't think we will be doing a coaching search. I think an extension for Mike Houston will be announced in the coming days.
We will talk to John Gilbert on the show on Thursday. Igoe had a great chat with him on the Hoist the Colors podcast, which you can check out. And we'll talk about some of that. Pirate football, Pirate hoops. We'll make some picks and have more when Shirley returns so she can take me to a break. But she's not here right now, so I will carry on the conversation. How you doing, Steve?
She's back.
Oh, she's back. All right, let's take a time out. We'll come back. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live on the way. We got Igoe, we've got a giveaway, and more. We're back after this.
Emporium presents A Very Beer Christmas.
'Tis the season to be drinking, fa la 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 la.
Give the gift of beer this holiday season. Emporium is offering a special 12 Beers of Christmas box. 12 Beers of Christmas is a specially curated 12-pack of beers from different breweries. The 12 Beers of Christmas will have many styles and lots are limited release. One beer for each day up to Christmas. Stop by Emporium today on Dickinson Avenue and also on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 GMC Sierra 1500. Save up to $3,000 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Hey Pirates, this is Holton Ahlers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to cleaneats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Every team knows that the 2-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Angel Oak, they continue to make customer service the number one priority. A local mortgage advisor is the key to your transaction success. The combination of their local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products, from standard, conventional, government, and portfolio loans, has something for every financial situation. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, and Stephen Igoe here with us.
And Clip Rock here with us.
Well, I'm here as well.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes, also standing by.
What's up, bro?
What are you doing?
What's up, man?
I'm taking over.
Take over,
What
please.
is up, Igoe?
How about let me be the guest here?
What's Mike Houston going to do? Let's go to our insider, Clip Rock.
Well,
you reported on the Hoist Colors message boards a couple days ago. What's the latest on Coach Houston?
I'm hearing that Virginia Tech has zeroed in on their finalist. His name is Pry. That is his last name. His first name could be Brian.
Brent.
Could be Brad. Could be Bradford. We're going to go with Brent. Brent Pry will be the man in Hokie Land. But, Stephen, there are other opportunities out there, including Notre Dame. Oklahoma has an opening right now.
There's going to be a few NFL openings.
That is very true as well. So, I'm going to say right now, stand by and subscribe to my NIP service, Not Important People person, and I will give you the latest tonight at 9 p.m.
All right, looking forward to that. And you can get the true latest tomorrow at Trivia at AJ McMurphy's.
All right.
And I'll be there.
You're doing good at this. So
Chandler will be there. Shirley's going to be there.
Ronnie Woodward will be there. Hadn't seen Ronnie in a while. We need to. Shirley's not going to be there.
Wait a second. Shirley's not going to be there.
Yeah, I know.
What do you got, Bunko?
No.
All right, it's a new month. I didn't know.
No, that's not till next week.
Okay, all right. Yeah, sports trivia. AJ's 8 o'clock on Wednesday.
Why is Tom Brady so scary in this picture?
Because he's on the TB12. He's not even like human anymore. He's part alien.
Legitimately doesn't look
well.
Human. He doesn't look well. I don't know.
It's kind of like he's starting to look like those celebrities that look fake.
Right.
But he's still getting it done. Tell you who else is getting it done, Igoe. Is your team in the hunt?
Yeah.
My team's not in the hunt. My team's in the playoffs.
Your team's in the playoffs because the NFC is absolute garbage. The Broncos have a better record, and they beat the Redskins, or the team, excuse me. And they're still not in the playoffs because the AFC is a much stronger conference.
Strong disagree.
All right, let's go head-to-head.
Head-to-head doesn't matter. Do you follow the college football playoff rankings? We don't care about head-to-head.
Denver is 3-1 against the NFC least this year, and they're, I think, in last place in the AFC West. Well, everybody in the AFC West is over 500 now. If the Broncos beat the Chiefs Sunday night, they're in first place in the AFC West.
Is that this Sunday night?
Yep.
Ain't it fun? And they'll probably lose.
100%.
Ain't it fun to be excited?
Yeah.
Though? Like, I was excited last night. And I'll tell you what, and Washington can't beat any AFC West teams, but if they somehow beat the Raiders, they would have a home game against Dallas the following week. Wow. 4 straight wins. Like, that would be so exciting in December to have that game. Probably won't happen, but it's exciting to be excited.
I don't like cocky clip.
I'm not being cocky right now. Chandler, stop yelling at me.
Y'all had a great segment yesterday.
Violence!
Which one?
Where you were cocky.
You were the Max Scherzer stuff?
Yeah.
Do you think that matters?
I mean, it matters, just a small amount.
Does it matter? I'm
going to say that the Braves are not going to win the NL East next year.
What are you talking about?
Dude!
You're joking. You're just trying to get a rise out of it.
The Braves
win the NL East every year. I know. You're just trying to upset me.
The Braves had every single thing go right down the stretch this year. And yes, I know Acuna got hurt and he'll be back.
They had Marcelo Zuna hitting his girl.
Yeah, but they had every player they traded for at the deadline perform extremely well. What are the odds of that?
That's what's supposed to happen when you... Are you being serious right now?
There's local politics,
I'm saying that's extremely rare.
Who's going to beat them? The Mets? The Phillies?
No.
Well, okay, we're running out of teams. The Nationals? The Marlins?
To the Mets.
So the Phillies?
The Phillies.
You are.
The problem is the NL East is the joke. It was supposed to be strong last year, and all those teams sucked.
Every argument against my sports
the Braves
team,
barely even made the playoffs. Their division was complete crap. They were in the AL West. They wouldn't even made the playoffs.
Every argument against teams I like from you is they play in a sucky division.
This is the truth.
It doesn't matter. That's how it's set up. It's rigged.
It's garbage.
The game is rigged.
The Mariners would have won the World Series last year if they were in the NL East.
Shut up. All right, let's talk about Mike Houston.
Do you not agree?
I'm really just trying to get a rise out of you.
I know. The thing is, what you're saying is true about the divisions and all that, but it doesn't matter. That's just it's the way it's set up.
It's a big nothing burger.
Exactly. It is. Nothing burger.
So is that just like just 2 buns with nothing on it?
I think it's even less than that. Do you remember the movie Hook? I know you're younger than me.
I don't.
Hook. You remember they're at that table, Shirley Chandler, and there's nothing on the table, but they use their imaginations and the magic, and then all this amazing food appears. It's like...
So you're saying Max Scherzer's just a figment of your imagination?
Yes. He does. If you watch a Mets game when he's pitching, it's just going to be an empty mound up there. There's nothing happening.
Probably will be because he'll be hurt.
It's literally like Field of Dreams, where you can't see him.
It's like John Cena. Anyway, Mike Houston.
Nice transition.
Is the head coach of the Pirates.
He is.
I mean, I think we can just go beyond that. And can we talk about like the national coaching carousel?
Let's talk about whatever you want to, man. You're the host.
I feel like...
I thought you were.
I was for 3 minutes.
It's nuts every year. Is it more nuts this year, or are we just in, like, the moment, so it feels that way?
It's more nuts. I mean, when do you see an Oklahoma coach leave for USC and a Notre
Dame coach goes to LSU?
Since when is Notre Dame and Oklahoma a stepping stone job?
Did you hear our first segment? So the college football rankings come out tonight. The playoff rankings. So let's say, and I did it earlier, I got to do it again. Alabama loses to Georgia. Baylor beats Oklahoma State. Michigan loses to Iowa. Notre Dame is in the playoff, and they don't have a coach. So in fact, Shirley said they're not going to, what's the report? They're not naming an interim coach right now. They're going to, like, circle in on Luke Fickell.
Yeah, apparently their number one choice is Luke Fickell, and they're willing to wait.
Who they're going to lose to in the playoff.
What are the odds?
And then take their coach.
They could hire Luke Fickell away before the playoff game to have him coach against his old team.
So we were talking about this with East Carolina, Virginia Tech. If Mike Houston went there and he coached against East Carolina in the bowl game. But is that not strange?
This whole thing is strange, man.
What is going on? Why would Brian Kelly do this? He had it made in the shade.
I understand Lincoln Riley. The only
he's a yellow-bellied coward.
I don't know enough about
I'm just kidding.
Brian Kelly's Notre Dame situation. Like, what is he getting paid at LSU? I'm sure it's an upgrade of some sort. $95.
It's a bargain
after taxes. No,
I thought I saw 95 mil.
But he's like,
but to go to
he's
LSU,
the biggest man on campus. He's, you know,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
the things are, you know, it's just tough because I feel like if you're at a place for a long time, things get stale. You have one bad season, you're gone. Like, I feel like even if Lincoln Riley came back to OU, now that they're not going to be in the playoffs this year, like if they don't make the playoffs again next year, like the fan base is going to want to fire him.
So this is an old strike while it's hot, get out while
probably
you can.
so.
For Brian Kelly,
For Brian Kelly,
I'm starting to think it's more and more like our college football video game. We build our dynasties.
Right.
We have a high recruiting class. It would make sense to stay there and play another season of that school, but you kind of get tired of it. You want something new.
And
maybe Kelly wants a new challenge.
The reality is, too, does he ever really think he's going to out-recruit those SEC schools and win a championship at Notre Dame?
I don't know. He's had his opportunities to do that.
That's why he's going to LSU, to try and do it from a different perspective.
But it's even more tough to do it there.
Yeah.
Theoretically, yeah, but you can also, if the playoff expands to 12 teams, the SEC should get at least 3, if not 4 teams in every year. And you're going to have more talent than everybody in the playoffs.
Yeah. Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and Florida.
Florida?
Hey, they're better than LSU
who knows?
this year.
By the time the playoff,
Ole Miss, Texas.
The time the playoff is expanded to 12, all those coaches will fire their coach, or all those teams will fire their coaches.
I mean, seriously, I did just name like 8 potential playoff teams ahead of LSU, and it could happen.
What I asked Clip this earlier, but like, what was the rush in getting Brian Kelly in Baton Rouge so fast, and him taking the job
While
so
his
fast?
team could be in a playoff in a few weeks.
Well, here's the other thing, too. LSU has won 2 national championships with Ed Orgeron and Les Miles,
who are now looked at as not great head coaches.
Like Brian Kelly's a pretty dang good coach. Like, to me, you actually have a good coach there for once. Like, if Ed Orgeron went to any other college, would he
Nick
win?
Saban do it too with LSU?
Matt Monk? He win a title? I think he did.
Yeah. Did Les Miles win a title?
Yeah, he definitely won a title with Russell, right?
Jamarcus? Nick Saban. Oh, yeah, 2003.
That was Matt
Monk? Matty Monk?
I don't know if that's his actual name, but I feel like that is his name.
So they've won
3 titles since 2003.
Yeah.
And I feel
Where's
like
Les Miles, by the way?
he went to Kansas, and then he had some sort of.
Well, he's not there anymore, is he?
No, he got.
Yeah.
Let go.
So he's like just out there chewing grass on a field somewhere.
Something happened at Kansas where he got in trouble, I want to say.
Yeah, but wasn't that from like previous?
I don't know.
He just all these coaches.
And he was doing terrible at Kansas either way.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
to me, I think Brian Kelly could elevate LSU into a consistent national title contender.
Okay,
but he is kind of an odd fit there.
Lincoln, that'll be fun at USC. I will say they're one of those teams that it's kind of college football is cooler when they're good. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know if I didn't root for them when they had Leinart and Bush in them, but they were like cool.
I feel like I kind of did root for them because I love the fight song and like just I don't know. There's something about the Trojan and the sword. You just need that West Coast team, man. Like and
are they on? Dun 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 dun. Sorry, good.
So to me, like Oregon was that team under Chip Kelly.
Yeah, they were cool,
and they were cool. Now you need that team.
Pac-12 haven't been cool in a long time.
Yeah, like none of those teams just kind of beat up on each other and they remain irrelevant. Like I try to stay up for those 9:40 kickoff Arizona State versus like UCLA games. It's just I can't do it.
Do you think the Big Ten will ever be cool?
No.
Like Ohio State should be cool with their offense. And Michigan's been blowing out teams, but they're not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of, even when the games are high scoring, it just seems boring for some reason. I don't know. Probably the weather.
Yeah,
it's always
it's
gray.
It's just very gray. Like, I feel like if Michigan is playing in the college football semifinal in Atlanta in a dome, it becomes cooler.
I'm starting to think, Igoe, that Georgia is not unbeatable.
Based upon,
I don't know.
They beat Georgia Tech 56-0.
That didn't impress me. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like, and we'll make picks in a moment. You give me 6.5 with Alabama. I know they've been unimpressive, and Georgia's going to smother them, but I don't know. I don't know why I've made this turn. I think it's their offense. I don't know if they can. But
I feel like they've won every game in dominated fashion since the last time you had to take that nobody's beaten Georgia, and now you're just trying to come up with a way to pick them to lose.
Yeah, maybe I want it to be interesting.
Right.
I don't want it to be a blowout.
But it does feel like it. Like whenever Alabama's an underdog,
which it is hardly ever.
It's very hard to pick against them.
Yeah. Who is, because Ohio State was the biggest challenge to Georgia before all this. Who is their biggest challenge now? Is it the SEC championship? And then this is their toughest game the rest of the way?
Cincinnati.
Do you believe that?
Last year's bowl game they should have won.
Last year's bowl game is completely different than what's going to happen this year. How many opt-outs did you have in that bowl game?
I don't know, but Cincinnati, if they play them, they're going to believe they can beat them, and belief is the strongest ally.
I was wondering how you're going to finish that.
That was totally.
All right.
I mean, in reality,
another answer.
Alabama.
I think so too. Like whoever you put up.
Realistically, yeah, but I think legitimately, if Cincinnati and Georgia play, Cincinnati can beat them. I believe that.
Okay. I know, but they're not. You don't think they will. You just said they could. You could say that about anything.
If Cincinnati and Georgia play, I'm picking Cincinnati to win.
Okay, that's fine, but you still don't believe it's going to happen. You're just doing it to do it.
I believe it. That's why I'm picking it.
Okay. Now I've changed my tune again to say Georgia's unbeatable. I don't know, man. I'm confused. I think I just want this to be fun and good and have good games instead of absolute blowouts.
We always want different teams in the playoff.
I'm okay with that. I just hate that there's still one. Like last year it was Bama. The year before that it was LSU, right? Well, when they were killing everybody.
The reason I believe Cincinnati can beat Georgia is because of the reason you just said, that their offense isn't very good. And Cincinnati's got a pretty elite defense. Like, I could easily see that game being like last year, 20-17 or whatever.
I'll tell you what, I will put on my Conference Pride Bearcat hat if they play like whoever they, I guess throughout the whole thing, but like Michigan, Cincinnati, round one. How cool would that be?
That would be amazing.
Amazing.
How weird would it be if Okie State makes the playoffs?
Yeah, which is a possibility.
Yeah, I feel like they legitimately would lose by 70 to Georgia if they played them in the first round.
Why?
It's Oklahoma State. Look at their schedule. Who have they beat?
Oklahoma.
Okay, their coach was out the door.
He wasn't going to LSU. What do you think about that move by Riley? Pretty smooth?
I think it was brilliant.
Yeah.
I think he realizes the SEC, outside of Nick Saban, like it's just you kind of eat your own consistently. And
Brian Kelly didn't realize that.
All those coaches get fired. Brian Kelly's taking his money. He's going to capitalize, and he's looking for a different challenge.
How about this, Igoe? How quickly will Lincoln Riley have USC in the playoff?
2023.
I don't know their roster situation, but I feel like they can
portal?
get there. Yeah.
2023.
Let's take a break. Shirley, you want to open up the booty bag right now? What are you laughing at? Is Chandler doing something?
Chandler's doing something.
What are you doing over there?
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, this is the last day of the booty bag for 2021, huh?
That would be correct.
Because starting Wednesday, we're opening up the treasure chest. But right now, we have one final booty bag giveaway, Shirley, And what will that be?
A $25 gift card to ENS Hemp Company.
ENS Hemp Company, $25 gift card on the line, 317-1250. Caller number
8.
Caller 8. Call right now, 317-1250. We're back with more after this. Stop our hoops.
If you live in eastern North Carolina, chances are you've heard of Riley's Army. Riley's Army started in 2008 and has provided emergency support to over 300 families who have a child with cancer. Join us on Sunday, December 12th at 2 p.m. at the Winterville Parks and Rec campus for the Santa Dash, benefiting kids with cancer and their families right here in our community. Bring a new, unwrapped gift for a Riley's Army family and help us give our families the Christmas they deserve. Register at runtheeast.com or call us at 252-481-4471. We can't do it alone. We need an Army.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
On Saturdays, your team needs you. Your sofa needs you. And you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays. Unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
This is a public notice, only Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Every single item must be sold at pennies on the dollar, up to 75% off mattresses, furniture, wall to wall. Only Discount Mattress and Furniture, all wood chest, $99. Computer desk, $99. Nightstands, $49. Dinette sets, table and 4 chairs, $199. Chairs, end tables, coffee tables, $20. Hurry, when it's gone, it's gone. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
Hey Pirate fans, your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials is Shimmer Boutique. Need some purple and gold to wear? Shimmer has a great selection of clothing for men, women, and children. Need some shoes? Shimmer has the best selection of Hey Dudes around. Need a cooler for tailgating? Shimmer has you covered with a huge selection of Yeti and outdoor accessories. Shimmer, just 1 minute from the stadium on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville and Jacksonville. Find us online at shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at carolinaqualityair.com.
Football is back at Familia. Enjoy Familia's Sunday brunch featuring shrimp and grits, made-to-order omelets, French toast, and drink specials like $3 mimosas, beer mimosas, or $5 Bloody Marys. Feed the family with Familia's pizza special of buy one, get the second one half off every Sunday. And Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Holiday time is precious. Save time and fly local at flypgv.com. Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book now at flypgv.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Coach Blake Carroll, defense coordinator for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Congratulations to Harvey Odom of Winterville. Picked up a $25 gift card to ENS Hemp Company. Are you one that has been waiting before trying CBD? Well, ENS Hemp is the area's leader in CBD, and they want to educate you on how their products work. Get relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD today at ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or online at eshempcompany.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday, last day of November. December 1 coming up Wednesday, which means we'll open up the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest for the first time, and we'll have multiple winners on some days, so make sure you are tuned in, ready to go, and everything resets, right? So if you've won this month, the Treasure Chest is its own entity. Everybody will be eligible beginning tomorrow. In the 5 o'clock hour, Bryce Williams will be alongside, and that'll be part of your prize. You get to talk to Bryce as he's fired up that ECU is back in a bowl game. And Steve and Igoe, they will be going to the Military Bowl, and their opponent will be...
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I would say Virginia Tech or Virginia.
So you're still keeping Virginia out as a possibility. Seems like you've been on the Virginia Tech train for a while, though, right?
I just want it to happen, so that's probably why. But, I mean, I heard back when I was at the Military Bowl, that's who they wanted. Now, the issue is Military Bowl, I think, is 8 out of 9 bowl games for the ACC in pecking order. So, basically, it comes down to what the other bowls want.
Yeah, I heard the executive director talking on the Brian Bailey show yesterday, and Bailey asked him, so what is the process like? And he just went over, like, all the tiers and all the kind of dominoes that have to fall. So, we shall see. So you want the Virginia Tech matchup just because of the storyline with Babcock?
Absolutely. I want to tweet about Whit Babcock. There's 2 things I like tweeting about the most. AAC officiating when it's terrible, and Virginia Tech, can't say the word on the radio, but backing out of that series after the hurricane, and Whit Babcock making me write that story during my Christmas break because he released the news on a Saturday morning on Christmas weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who does that?
So
that is the weakest PR move I've ever seen covering sports.
Igoe is I consider myself a get along with everyone guy, but I do say and tweet
you
things.
Ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, I ruffle feathers. You are a get along with everyone guy, but in a different way. You just kind of don't talk to anyone. I'm
just a hermit.
Nah, you don't ruffle a lot of feathers, and people don't ruffle yours for the most part. So you have a very short list of people on your hit list, and I guess Whit Babcock is on that list.
Has made the list. You're on the list, Whit. And if he would have taken Mike Houston, he would have definitely escalated up that list.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been a giant FU. What did you think about their hire? Not to pry, but...
So I heard Brent Pry's name Sunday when I was... Chandler thinks you're the most hilarious.
No, he doesn't. He thinks the opposite.
Hold, please.
Thank you, Charlie. I don't know. I never heard of the guy. Was his name out there in the coaching...
Sunday, when I was checking on the to see if there was any Houston legitimacy to the Houston to Virginia Tech stuff, I talked to a few people in the industry, and the name I heard was Brent Pry. And so, I was like, if that's truly who Virginia Tech's honing in on, then, maybe they are legitimately interested in Mike Houston, because to me, Houston's much more of a proven commodity. But if you look at...
Love that phrase.
If you look at Brent Pry, I mean, he's been with James Franklin basically through Vandy and Penn State. He's kind of a defensive-minded coach. You know, how they're selling it is he can bring back the old VT, defensive, rough, chip on your shoulder, that type of deal, blue-collar style. But to me, Mike Houston fits all those things too. So, but, for them, it was going to be tough for their AD, Witt, to what kind of name is Witt, anyways? But it's gonna be tough for Witt to sell to his fan base. A coach that had a losing record, which Mike Houston does over 3 years. Right. It's also tough to sell a coordinator whose name has not really been prominent, and he's never been a head coach. But they're trying to justify it. Reading the Virginia Tech site,
it almost feels like and again, I wasn't following coaching searches in 1987. I had just turned 6 years old. But it does kind of feel like a Beamer move where they went out and got the attractive guy the last cycle in Fuente, and now they bring in a smaller name. What'd you say? Defensive coordinator. I don't know. It may be a return to their roots type of thing. I don't know. I just kind of got that feeling with it.
Yeah, time will tell, and I think that's what they're trying to accomplish. And, when they hired the basketball coach, Young.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't a very sexy name either, and he's done a really good job there. So,
didn't have the buzz of their previous coach.
Stop.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one.
But yes.
By the way, you said something, man. I don't get upset about a lot of things, but you said something, and this might be VIP, and I'm going to expose it to everyone. That really, really upset me, Stephen. Not about you, but you said, "Where's our friend Buzz Williams now?"
A&M.
Who's his assistant coach?
Steve Rockerford.
You said something to the effect of that watch out for him potentially trying to bring in a current Pirate basketball player.
I mean, that's the reality of the situation.
I know, and it upset me so much that I almost deleted Steve Rockerford from my life. I'm just saying, if Tristan Newton goes to A&M, I'm burning this place to the ground.
You're burning this place to the ground?
Pirate Radio to the ground.
You're not going to take it on Steve Rockerford. You're going to take it on Pirate Radio.
Yes, I'm burning this place to the ground.
Makes perfect sense.
Hey, lay off our guys, man. Let us have something. And you know what? This is not like it's going to happen. It was just a little quip.
It was just a
very little thing.
Somebody asked me, do you think Tristan Newton will be recruited by the portal?
And you said he already has been, right? But
yeah, I mean, everybody that's good in basketball gets recruited by the portal. And if he were to hit the portal, the first place that I would predict him to go would be Texas A&M.
So this is all just talking. This is
speculation.
Nothing to it at all. But it got me so angry when I read that.
It's just like that's what we face now.
Yeah.
Like you have to
we can't have good players or they'll leave.
That's basically what it is.
I'm worried about the Brandon Suggs point outburst the other day. Now he's going to leave.
He finally got his scoring average up and now he's gone.
All right, let's talk Pirate basketball. Things got chippy the last time ODU and ECU met. There was some chirping, talking, and then you had a bucket by Newton.
A bucket.
And then there was a timeout called.
There was a timeout, and it was the player who, I can't think of his name, he placed the ball in Tristan Newton's chest.
It was like
more or less shoved it in Tristan Newton's chest.
Yeah. And Tristan Newton went on to...
He was just smiling about it.
He is a smiley fella. And went on to have a great close to that game and did his talking with his basketball play. But there were several things. Brandon Johnson probably should have got teed up after staring down a guy after an and-one, which as a Pirate fan, I loved it. I was like, yeah, get in his face. But you probably can't do that. To the point where Luigi DeBow went over to him. Do you remember this? And was like, calm down. Yeah. You can't do that. So there was stuff going on. And to play this team so quickly after that, I would expect that, before the game, now it's probably a different ref crew, but are they notified that these teams have already played and that happened? So do they talk to the coaches and players before the game, I wonder, Igoe? I don't know.
I would think that they have to be smart enough to know the background. I mean, referees know each other, they talk, so I would think so. They should know that they've played already. I mean, it's kind of a given. You're playing another basketball team twice in, a span of 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So that should be kind of on the forefront already. The interesting thing, you bring up Brandon Johnson, his final two was ECU and Old Dominion. He visited both schools, so he probably knows some of the players on the team and picked ECU. So that could play a role, and they're probably talking crap to him. Hey, should have came here or whatever, and he's like, no, we're beating you, so I went to the right school.
Is that the transcript from what happened during on the court?
The rated G version.
Pirates won by 13, wire to wire, a rare wire to wire win, Stephen. And even when Old Dominion made a run, I don't think they got within 5 points in the second half of East Carolina. So
yeah, when they got close, ECU would answer, and that's what they failed to do against Davidson.
Yeah, double-digit halftime lead,
team.
Just like against Old Dominion, and lost the lead. Did not go or follow much of the game. I was tuned in to hear the final shot on Saturday, but look, just because you play, we know this by now, being sports fans in general, but especially ECU fans, that you play Oklahoma to the end. And if you're just tuning in for the first time to Pirate sports and Pirate basketball, you're like, oh, well, we got something this year. We're going to blow out teams like Coppin State. No, it doesn't work that way. Different matchups. So the Pirates escaped that with a win. That's good. Can they beat Old Dominion for a second time this season? Igoe, they're 5.5-point favorites tonight. I expect them to. How about you?
Yeah, playing at home, it's always tough to beat a basketball team twice, especially in a span of 2 weeks. You know what's even tougher to do?
What's that?
Beat them 3 times. So when they face off in the NIT, should be a great matchup.
How about this, Stephen? Seymour brought up earlier, he said, I don't know if we've ever beat ODU twice in the same season. And we played them all those years.
Right.
And I looked it up. 1999-2000, East Carolina beat Old Dominion by 2 in December. And they beat Old Dominion by 2 in February. And that was the only instance I could find of all the years. In fact, they didn't have a lot of wins total against ODU,
but they probably never won on the road.
Yeah, they have beat them twice in the same season. They have an opportunity to do that again this year, and it happens tonight.
Yeah, I think, and you probably get a different look from ODU tonight because their head coach is back. He missed the whole Myrtle Beach Invitational, and I think they've won their most recent game, and he was back on the sidelines. So with Jeff Jones back, I think they'll be a more collective unit. And they'll be motivated. Look, I mean, they played motivated basketball in the second half of that game. ECU just made it plays down the stretch. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what the first few minutes are tonight, and if the refs try and, or if they have to back off each side, or what transpires there.
Stephen, were you old enough to remember the CAA days at all, following the team? Any of that?
Briefly. I remember a lot of Brent Blizzard and UNCW.
I was okay with losing to VCU when they joined in, or Old Dominion, or even Richmond, or even George Mason, or teams like that. But losing to American.
That was the only game, and it's funny you mentioned that. That was the only game I could listen to on the radio and know that ECU had a chance to win on the road. It was like every year my dad was like, they're playing American on the road. This might be the one road win of the season.
Well, not in 2000, because they lost to American on the road by 8 and then lost to them by 20 in the CAA tournament. And I remember growing up, as the way it was, you all know it, everybody had followed ACC and National College Basketball, so they all had their teams. And then I would root for ECU and an ACC team. But when they would lose to American, all my friends would laugh and be like, is that even a school? That's the name of a country. What is American? And they would lose to them, and it would be so embarrassing. And you know what? I want American on the schedule again. Bring him
into the American.
What a natural fit. Feed me American.
For real though, where is American? Yeah.
It's either Virginia or D.C. Let's see. American, Washington, D.C.
Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
American. It's just a building. I don't even think it's a real school.
It's got to be a private school, right?
Yeah. It is, actually. Private. Yeah. Yep. There you go.
So, do they just, play in the White House, or?
Yeah. They play... Notable alumni, Goldie Hawn. Interesting.
Who is the best American basketball player of all time? That's what you should ask, at a sports bar. Say, who's the best American basketball player of all time? And this, no, American. And just keep going until they finally get it.
We'll wrap it up here, Igoe, to get your brain going a little bit for sports trivia. Was doing some questions today. Found myself looking at all-time receiving touchdown leaders in college football.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Do you know if because I saw his name and I was like, oh, that guy went to Rice. Do you remember the name?
I remember that he caught a big pass against ECU.
They weren't that good, but he was good.
Gosh, I know who it is.
I know.
Because I was literally texting about it with my friend the other day.
And when I say it, you're going to be like, yeah, I knew that. Are you ready?
Is it? Yeah. Dillard. Jarrett Dillard.
Jarrett Dillard is correct. Steven's ready to go for Wednesday night. Well done. He is our big winner. Jarrett Dillard. What a rando.
I just remember it was like 3rd and 30, and they threw it up to Dillard because ECU needed to win that game to make the conference championship.
Oh, yeah.
And he caught it.
On the road.
And I was so mad.
Thursday night game. Just kidding. I always say that. It was
every game that ECU's ever played.
Thursday night game. Under the lights. Jarrett Dillard, well done. All right, thanks, Steven.
Can't wait for that revenge game against Rice in 2023.
We'll see you in Minji's tonight.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
All right, see you there.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. More to
Worst
go
seats in the house.
on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service. Sawyer's Fun Park is the place to be this holiday season. You know the kids already love it, but now the adults can have fun too. Visit the brand new expanded patio at Sawyer's Fun Park. On Wednesdays, it's karaoke. Thursday is open mic night, and Friday and Saturday evenings always feature live music. Let the kids have a blast hanging out at Sawyer's Fun Park, and now you can have as much fun too. And remember, it's never too early to buy gift cards. Sawyer's Fun Park, fun for kids of all ages, including adults. Sawyer's Fun Park on Corey Road in Winterville. East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities. If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com, or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
The UPS store in Winterville is now open on Fire Tower Road, across from Marabella Pizza and beside Subway. Trust the UPS store in Winterville with pack and ship guarantee and same-day printing. When it comes to shipping, the UPS store in Winterville has everything you need in one place. The boxes, the packing material, and all the assistance along with on-site notary, passport photos, and business and printing service and freight. The UPS store, now open in Winterville 7 days a week. The UPS store in Winterville is your premier location. Go Pirates! Well, the secret is out. CD's Grill has the best breakfast in Greenville. Start your day with a made-to-order breakfast Monday through Saturday at CD's Grill. Plus, you can enjoy lunch Monday through Friday. And their lunch specials are always a huge hit. Monday, it's barbecue chicken. Tuesday, pork tenderloin and gravy. Wednesday, chicken and pastry. Thursday, barbecue pork chops. And Friday, it's spaghetti. CD's Grill on Fire Tower Road in Winterville, near Evans Street. Stop by CD's Grill for the best country cooking around.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
It's bow time.
You've probably heard folks say, don't call it a comeback. But at Bojangles, we don't like to beat around the bush. So when the sizzling, savory pork chop griller's back in all its tender, marinated chili lime glory, and you can get a pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, go ahead, call it a comeback. Get a legendary pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 28 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is Clip Rock.
Let's take a look at what's going on tonight in the world of spurts. ACC Big Ten Challenge, Florida State. And I hadn't watched them play, so I shouldn't act like I know anything about them, but just seeing them as an 11.5-point dog doesn't sit well with me. Their only loss this year has been on the road at Florida. They have a narrow win over Tulane, a blowout win over Missouri. I don't know. If I had to, I know Purdue's a machine this year, but I would take Florida State.
I haven't really watched that much college basketball other than ECU basketball this year.
And really,
I just haven't made that transition yet. But I did watch the Michigan Gonzaga game on Friday night, and man, what a great game that was.
Duke Gonzaga?
Memphis. I meant Duke Gonzaga. Who did I say? Memphis?
No, you said Michigan and then Memphis.
Oh. Well, I meant Duke Gonzaga.
Okay. It was so good. You had 4 different teams playing.
Yeah.
That was a great game. That felt like an NBA game with hustle.
Hard.
You got 82 NBA games, and they're fun, entertaining to watch, but guys aren't going 100 the entire time, and for good reason. They wear themselves out. But in college, you do tend to see the effort there more.
Sustained effort.
And violence!
Violence!
And that felt like an NBA game with all the scoring going on, with all the superstars on the court. You had.
It just seemed like a bunch of Brandon Johnsons out there on the floor.
It was like a team of Brandon Johnsons versus a team of Brandon Suggses. No, that was a great game, and that is why Duke's the #1 team in the country now, and they take on Ohio State tonight. They are favorites on the road in Columbus, Ohio.
What time is that game?
That is a late one, Shirley. That is at 9:30.
Okay, never mind.
That one's off the Shirley list. So, those are a couple games going on tonight, along with East Carolina and Old Dominion. And once again, the Pirates 5.5-point favorites tonight. Let's look and see what Old Dominion has done so far this season. They are 3-4 on the year. One of those losses coming to East Carolina. Wins over, Longwood. Remember them. Manhattan. And UVW. Anybody want to take a stab at what UVW is? UVW. Virginia Wesleyan. I feel like East Carolina's played them as well at the start of a season. So, or we play UVA Wise. Remember them? What's your favorite? I should have done this with Igoe.
Or like VMI.
What's your favorite random early season East Carolina opponent? Wasn't it Lee College that ECU lost to early in the year? Something I'd never heard of. Did you hear me earlier talking to Cy?
NC Wesleyan last year was fun.
The Academy of Art beat UC Davis in a basketball game. That's fun. Maybe Igoe can chime. Okay, Igoe's actually tuned in. Oh, those are some good ones. Your favorite random early season ECU basketball opponent? Igoe's got Limestone and Coker.
Coker.
Ah, yes.
I remember Coker.
Some teams from the old CVAC.
Larry Coker. What is the CVAC, Shirley?
It used to be the Carolina Virginia's Athletics Conference.
Did you know that because like Barton was in it?
Yeah, because Barton was in it.
Okay.
They're I think it's called the Carolinas Conference now, but back in when I was
Limestone.
When I was back in college, it was called the CVAC.
Let's see if I can check in and see what Coker's doing this year. Coker basketball.
Did you just call me old lady?
You're hearing things.
Look, I'm gonna do this show over here. Y'all can handle whatever business y'all got going on over there.
I'm hearing things. You can't remember things. You can't remember who Duke played.
I can't remember nothing.
All right, Coker on the year. Are they the Cobras? That's a pretty sweet logo.
Coker.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, they got a big one with Catawba tomorrow night, Shirley.
See, is Barton still in that?
I do not see Barton on the schedule.
Yeah.
I see Catawba, Wingate, Virginia Wise. There you go. Shaw. So there you go.
Yeah, there's been some realignment stuff.
Also, Igoe sent something I missed earlier before. I think this is when you were talking about the Michigan Duke game the other night, Gonzaga, Memphis. Yeah. Igoe said, I feel like Chandler is a fake character to add to the show.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you're actually playing a character that is a producer of local sports talk radio.
Was that supposed to be funny?
And you're not being your true self.
I'm not my true self. No, when I go home, I'm a completely different person.
You talk. Use your actual home life voice. It sounds kind of British, like you're.
What do you want for supper?
What do
you
you
want? Some more porridge?
It's weird to hear you with that fake Southern accent you use during the show all the time.
I know. I'm ready to go back to it.
All right,
but I can't wait for my bowl of porridge tonight. Watching
Does
Mary
this mean
Poppins.
you don't like it and you don't want to do it?
Wait, why are you watching Mary Poppins?
Because there's a lot of British going on in there. And I watch anything with British in it.
Julie Andrews is.
Have you ever watched Peaky Blinders? That's a great show.
Actually, I have not. I need to.
Yeah, but everything's going good over here in Pirate Radio. Touchdown, Waddle. And the hometown team does it.
All right, Shirley, let's take our last break. We'll come back and wrap it up on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll be back after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Cadillac CT5 for 0.9% for 72 months, plus $500 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one day.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you, contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza. Homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's original Hot and Judy's mild sweet chili hot dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's hot dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar in Ayden, these are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri Supply and Equipment Plus.
Pirate Radio.
We'll strap it on with anybody, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know this. I want to win or lose with the group that we have in our locker room.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting. Signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 28 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find a location near you. Now let's head back to the show. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, time to wrap it up. Put the pirate flags up. Grab the kids and head to Minji's.
Grab your wife.
The Malice.
Hi to everybody.
The Malice and Minji's coming up tonight between the Pirates and the Monarchs. We will recap that one on Wednesday. We'll have more coaching carousel updates for you. And more Pirate Talk here on Pirate Radio Live. And we'll open up the treasure chest for the first time in 2021.
Massive booty in that treasure chest.
Whoa! Almost had it, Shirley.
Almost had it.
The booty had you slurring.
Booty got me slurring. All right, we'll see you Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt. I'm Cliff Rock.
Yeah, bye.
So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250.